Jeez. But anyway, like I had said, we did almost exclusively side quests yesterday. In fact, I didn't mean to get so sidetracked by side quests yesterday, but it definitely happened. We did a number of very, very long ones. It took a long time to figure out, but we got it. But yeah, it was very involved, and it was good. I mean, it was a good opportunity to kind of explore the lands and kind of get acquainted with where we're gonna be for a while. Although probably not that long of a while. I'm thinking at the pace we're going, we won't be finishing up this zone tonight, but maybe Wednesday, if I stream Wednesday. I'll definitely stream tomorrow, and I'll definitely stream Thursday. And I might stream Wednesday, so I would say probably not tomorrow, but either Wednesday or Thursday we'll probably put this baby to bed. Let's see, so we need to do a mission for Nefertari, or Nefertari. Okay, Nefertari. And then I'm trying to think, are there any other quests I want to do around here? I always feel a little weird like jumping immediately into like a plot thing. Just because those are, those are pretty involved, and I like to do those when there's a little bit more people that are here. We'll do exactly one side quest. There's one up yonder that has tickled my interests. My interests and or my pickle. Probably just jump up this way. It occurs to me I don't know how to get to it. There's a elf dude just chilling on that mountain there. Because I want to get up to that way. I'm thinking if we... Oh, it's probably in the valley then. So I can't really... I mean, I could try to climb up more. Oh, maybe, there we go. Yeah, I was going to say if we can cheese it. I see there's an antenna in the distance. Oh, we're near the Orochi camp. Oh, we are. How about that? Okay. I hadn't even thought about that. Another reach the level object. Is it like reach max level? Because there was one that I think I saw that was reach level 38, but we're definitely past 38. And we're definitely not at max level. I think I'm 45 right now, more or less. There he goes. I think it's in the valley. This spider motorcycle is strangely good at climbing things, and it weirds me out, but I'm grateful for it. I can tell already that there are going to be times where trying to hunt down lore pieces is going to be made so much easier thanks to the advent of this wonderful, wonderful thing. Oh, hello. It's a bad guy. Now, your title says engineer, but your guns say murderer. Okay, there we go. We got him. And then some lore, more lore about the Sentinels. Although I wouldn't expect to see it down here. Oh, this is the first one. Okay. Oh, no, it's not. It's not the first one.
Good luck out there.
Mr. Smythe. Is that Thomas's last name, maybe? The voice in the statue. I heard a little boy. Told me everything. So lonely. What the hell is wrong with you, Smythe? That's got to be Thomas's last name.
Why is no one answering?
Like a little jackal, he sings the dead to sleep. A lullaby. All he wants is his own lullaby. You're an Orochi employee. Interesting. You're a Wetworks op. Pull your shit together.
All sites are requested to report their status.
And then Hoi or Huey, which or maybe it's Huey, was, I know that's one of the, I think that's the name of one of the kids.
This is Orochi.
I want my lullaby, he says.
Sites are requested to report their status.
Interesting, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we know that the whole situation with Thomas and the 7 Sentinels is quite tragic. Now, that looks like the station master, but it also looks like Stalin.
Any Prometheus initiative personnel
And
doing
I'm trying to tell if, like, that...
Hello?
Is that, like, Orochi garb? I can't really tell. Oh, crap, it's one of these. It's one of these types of things. Oh, man, I don't know, dude. We did one of these last night, and this is the type of mission that really put us to the ringer.
Orochi personnel, please report.
It's hard to determine what the message is trying to be conveyed. Oh man, I don't think I want to do this one. That's the problem, man. Like, those quests they're very involved, and they can be quite cool, but I've done a few of those in this particular zone that have like kind of been not like bad, but kind of not very fun because they were so involved, and there's no plot, there's no like there's no cool cutscenes, there's no like significance to the overall story or like to like what happens in the zone. It's just, you know, you just solve the mystery without any of the soul. So I don't know, I'll admit I'm not a huge fan of those types of side quests, and we've done a bunch of them, but yeah, they're frequently not worth the time investment I found. So I think I'm gonna not do that one. Let's just go and do the Strained Oasis. We might as well. I do like the actual investigation quests because those feel like they're worth something.
Child of Gaia, know that there is, always has been, a balance in the universe.
Oh gods, here we go.
The balance between Ma'at and Isfet. On one side justice, on the other chaos. We seven, brothers and sisters, knowingly gave up our mortal lives.
Knowingly? One might also say, naively.
I must ask Father to move the two of you away from each other.
Gave up our mortal lives to maintain this principle for all of eternity. Just as Artan's disciples cast themselves into the arms of total chaos, bathed in his black filth. In their exhaustion, have my siblings faltered?
I swear, if I could actually move over there, I would...
Stare me into submission? Why don't you give it a shot? See how it works out for you.
Oh, gods. As the two of you waste time and energy on quarreling, the Oasis is poisoned by creatures not seen since the Red Nights.
The Red Nights ended, brother. The Oasis will dry out again. We trust all will face judgment in time.
What a pot of shit! Did you not hear what he said? There is no time!
Did the High Priest of our moon raise you a man?
Our father actually has a name. You know, being a stone statue really suits you.
Jeez. I mean, of course, they're all siblings, so of course, sibling quarreling is, you know, to be expected. I'm also going to put the jacket on because it's a little bit chilly in here. Maybe I need to turn the heat up or something. Although, you know, when you when you live by yourself, it's like, you know, when you're the sole decider of the heat levels and whatnot, it's like, hey, I can, like, you know, just be a little chilly and be okay. But like whenever Grace is here, or like, you know, whenever I've got company over, and of course I don't have a lot of company over during COVID times, then it's like, then you have to be a little bit more considerate, obviously. Got their experience nerf though, yeah. Yeah, the side missions, like, I don't mind the quick and dirty side missions where there's no plot and it's just like solving a puzzle, or like go here and find this thing. Like, I don't mind those because those can be good, and I find that they can be really helpful when it comes to just getting the lay of the land and finding where certain landmarks are and being introduced to certain NPCs and maybe even giving you a little bit of backstory behind them. The investigation side quests, or investigation side missions, the ones where it's a little package icon but like a greener package icon, those I find are useful and are cool and can be kind of neat with like the puzzles that are involved. But I mean, there have been a few that we've done that have taken like 2-3 hours and there's just no payoff. I mean, there's not much experience, which is one thing, but there's no cool, like, there's no like, oh wow, I learned this cool thing about this character, or I got some background into this thing that happened. It's always just like, you solve the puzzle. Like the payoff is similar to the payoff from a regular side mission. So it's like, do I want to spend 3+ hours on something that just doesn't really like give me anything, or 2 or plus hours or so? I don't know. I find that those types of side missions are really not that exciting. But the actual my side missions, they can be okay. Just kind of so. But no, I do agree that, yeah, like some of the other ones have definitely lost their appeal in a general sense. The southeastmost one, but it's family fun. Yeah, that would be, so you're saying southeast, so that'd be, I think I might have done the second quest from this lady. I think so, but although I'll have to double check, because yeah, I remember there's a few of them that offer multiple quests, and then of course there's some that offer investigation quests. Yeah, it's an interesting family dynamic, right? It's so sad and like tragic, you know. You consider the souls of these children that were, I mean, they say that they willingly signed up for it, but I mean, didn't he kill them though? It's like, I don't know, you wonder like how much they really knew when they signed up for this, for all of eternity for that matter. I mean, I guess it had to be done because, you know, we had to keep this dark god at bay, but I mean, man, like having to pretty much sacrifice the souls of these 7 children, and for their father to be the one to do it too, man, it's like, I mean, you know, and the fact that they all just want to go home and like be with their dad and like be, you know, live out their lives. It's like, when can we come home? And it's like, oh dude, these poor kids trapped in these statues for eternity, in these like these sentinel gods. I mean, it's cool, but you know, it's fucking tragic, man. They were kind of weighted by expected playtime. Yeah. I think you're probably right. I think you're probably right because yeah, there was probably some like once you know the solution, you can just power through the investigation quests. Kind of a tour of interesting places. Yeah. Yeah, the regular side missions I'm totally fine with, but the investigation side missions where it has like a little, it's like the package icon, but it's more green. I don't know why I do this to like show, I don't know, a little package icon, but it's like green and like clearer, or I guess like more opaque, I would say. But oh yeah, he'd be the youngest one, right? Having to do some of them to keep up with the others. Yeah, well, of course, once you reach max level, I guess that's not as big of an issue. It wasn't as big of an issue then, and it certainly isn't now. But yeah, no, I understand. For me, it was more plot progress and like just story progress.
Quick access inventory updated.
Pick up the Neferati. Oh, literally scales, right? They were talking about judgment, that kind of thing, and I know scales are the quintessential judgment. Oh, hold on, I gotta get a message.
I'm liking the direction your performance is going
Ouch.
here. And that's pretty much the sweet spot for our relationship. Let's try to keep those metrics in the green.
Alright, thanks, Kirsten. Just getting fucked up by this aspirant over here. How did he even see me? He spawns way over there. How did he see me from me doing this? Oh, expose this. Oh, it's part of the quest. Okay. So I probably should have followed him, actually. Alright, let's see if we can follow where he came from. Oh, crap. These people might be doing the exact same quest I'm doing. So we gotta find an aspirant somewhere. She's got a cool horse and, like... Is that multiple pets? No, just the one. Just the one. Yeah, they're probably doing the exact same quest I'm doing. So which means that these people will respawn pretty soon. Yeah, aspirants. Unless it gives a map indicator, but it probably doesn't. Yeah, I probably screwed that up a little bit by like canceling out the combat. Wasn't expecting him to run that far away. Oh, wait, is that a dude? It might be a dude. It is. It's multiple dudes. My lucky day. Right, they turn into the ox, which we've seen before. Judge the souls of the aspirants. Right, so those guys are doing the exact same quest, most likely. Because I can't kill them. I can swing at them, but it does no damage. Nothing. So, I can judge them, cast judgment upon them. Oh, shit. It's been banished. No, do they only get sent to hell, or like some of them cool? Nope, they're all shitty. Okay. Good to know. And we got a little bonus objective thingy. Alright, let's find some more aspirants. I feel like I'm saying aspirin, but in a strange way. Let's find some more aspirin. So we can judge them. We can judge how well they relieve headaches or something. Headache symptoms. There's a few of them over here. Oops, not that button. This button. There we go. Some buddies. It's a lot of damage that they do too. This judge that we're summoning. I wonder if we're gonna have to like summon this judge ourselves, or like fight the judge ourselves, just because it's like a big monster dude. And in my experience, big monster dudes are something that, you know, in this game we have to deal with frequently. Oh, hello, got some more. Lurkable running dungeons. Oh yeah, no, it's totally fine. No, I'm always happy to have people here lurking. I mean, of course, like, people actively chatting is always cool, but yeah, even just like having people just listening in. Because I do that kind of thing all the time with streams, where like, especially friends of mine that stream. If there's like a lot of people that are streaming simultaneously, it's like I want to watch everybody, but I kind of like jump around a lot, so something I very much appreciate and very much support when it comes to like, you know, not having to be like actively chatting, just because it's like, especially like when you're multitasking, because like I said, I'll like listen in on streams while I'm doing work stuff, or if I'm just doing other internet activities, checking email, you know, that kind of thing. It's like I do not ever get upset if like chat's slow or anything like that. I'm just happy to have any number of people here. I've mentioned before, I remember the early days of streaming, early years of streaming, where it was, you know, 0 or maybe 1 viewer for hours at a time. So it's like, nah, man, I'm just happy to have anyone here at all. I've stated many times over that I consider a stream to be a good stream if I had more than 0 people at some point during the stream. So by that measurement, I'm always happy, and I'm very grateful for that. The souls of the initiates. Yep, they're doing the exact same thing. Yeah. Oh, we got a cool lady. Oh, they're both max level. I think they're just going back and doing. Wait. Why would they be doing plot quests? Maybe they have to. Maybe they're like just leveling. I don't know. Oh, it does an Naruto run. That's awesome. Oh, that's a cool run. I didn't know that existed, but that makes me happy. I mean, the horse is cool, but the Naruto run is where the real party's at. Yeah, so we're all doing the same quest at the same time, which is a little bit awkward. That's part of why I think the developers have limited the number of characters that can appear in the same zone or in the same instance, just because of crap like this that can happen. But like I said, I'm not offended by it. It's fine. We'll be able. There's enough bad guys around here. We'll be able to work it out. Souls of Initiates and the Black Pools of Filth. Would these guys be considered a Soul of Initiate? Or to have the Souls of Initiates? Let's find out. They do not. But these guys... Oh, the Pools of Filth. Well, this is not a pool. This is just a boy. Level 41, too. So we're kind of over-leveled for this particular quest, but that's fine. Souls of Initiates. I think Initiate has to be in their name for it to count. I was not doing a lot of damage to that guy, was I? Yeah, Optimus Collar would not be an Initiate. Now, what does this lead to? Just for future reference. Okay, this leads to some hilltops. Ravine of the Champion. Oh, a cool little purple portal thing. What's that? So we're way up top here. Yeah, there's a anima well we can spawn into. There's a dead dude. Is he oh, I thought he was beheaded for a second there. It's not part of the quest. I'm just curious what that purple portal is. But I don't know if I want to jump down for it, because then I'd have to climb all the way back. Yeah, I just wanted to explore a little bit. Let's pop back this way. And find some initiates and some black pools. Oh, there's one right there. The environment is damaging you. Oh, when we were over by the other areas. Yeah, that makes sense. See, now we're doing much more damage. Although we have more, we had more rage. Oh, right. Unable to perform. Huh. So, okay, so that's not considered a black pool. It's like sprouting, but yeah, it's not a pool. Okay, here's an initiate. Filth warped initiate. So yeah, they're something who's like infected with the filth. Running the same quest as well, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't happen terribly often. I would say like any time I stream this, there's like this guy's like the fancy type of hawk. I would say once an hour or so, I'll find like a new player. Maybe it's like once every other hour, but yeah, usually I'll see a player I haven't seen before. Yeah, they both look different, which is interesting. Yeah, we don't see them hit them with his weapon, but you see him kind of wind back like he's about to get him. Oh, maybe that's it too. Yeah, complete like a main quest or an action quest, and they just happen to be here, so maybe that's why. Yeah, that would make sense too. It was almost like this guy summoned a dude, like a second buddy when we started fighting him. Maybe we were just in the zip code of one of them, and they decided to assist his buddy. So we got 5 more to go. Thankfully, I think these are all initiates. Yeah, we kind of like knock the rock down to fuck him up. Oh, I see. We're like knocking the things down. Oh, I thought you had to do the judgment thing. Okay. Yeah, that makes all the sense in the world. Okay. I was like, yeah, I see these little pools. Maybe there's just something I'm missing. That explains it. All the debuffs you just put on that guy, that was satisfying. that little icon that spawns, I know it's supposed to be the scales. It looks like an upside down crossbow. So it's like we're summoning a crossbow god to like shit his pants. Ouch. I smacked myself with a rock. That's okay. So this will be 5 out of 8. There's 2 of them over there. Yeah, we got plenty of dudes now. Now that they're all respawning from the other folks we saw earlier. Yeah, sometimes like you see a max level person doing a quest like this, it's like, don't tell me they like got to max level before they did these quests. Like, there's no way. Of course you can, whoops, wrong button. Of course you can, there's like always a cooldown, like you can redo some of these missions if you were ever wanted to. I've considered possibly off-stream redoing some of the sabotage missions to try to like get them without getting discovered. That way I can get more achievement points, and with more achievement points, you, okay, where are you guys going? They just ran away. They're like, oh, he's summoning the judgment gods. Get the fuck out of here. If you get more achievement points, then it allows you to like unlock new cosmetic items, that kind of thing. And granted, now I don't know if I really need that because I feel like our guy has some pretty cool cosmetic stuff. But previously I was considering. Oh, he didn't spawn a soul. I was considering it. Okay, so I guess they have to be filth warped. Maybe. Well, no, the other initiates we fought weren't always filth warped. I don't know, I'm not sure why that guy didn't do it. And also, I still have my headlamp. Although you can't really see it very well. There we go. In the shadows, it makes more sense. And of course, the headlamp itself, when I have it on, it pokes through my little pumpkin. That's adorable. Yeah, the headlamp functions not as like a cosmetic thing, but as an actual functioning thing. It's what it looks like. It looks kind of silly. So these regular initiates don't always work, which is strange to me. Oh, I just glanced him. Let's see if one of these guys will get it. Hey, Inner Voices, good to see you, buddy. If you have subscription, oh yeah, no, I'm sure there's a way to do it. Like, yeah, if you have a subscription and you just spend the time to like kind of max everything out, then yeah, that makes all the sense. All right, there's one more encampment of dudes. Let's find it. Actually, that might be the Valley of the Ravine of the Champion. Really? Here, I'll web him. I don't know if it actually does anything though. I think the web just looks cool, but I don't know if like it actually does anything to bad guys. But yeah, that does make sense in their voices. Like, there are ways I'm sure to grind up to it. Especially if you like redo quests from the earlier zones, that kind of thing. I mean, I know that if you redo a quest, you get significantly less experience, but I know it is a thing. Hello, gentlemen. They don't seem as excited to see me as I was to them. Oh, we got him. So it seems like it's... Okay, here we go. Yeah, up this way. Maybe? Where is this main encampment going to be? I think I have to climb up top, don't I? Let's see if we can just go this way, maybe. Just kind of hop across here. There we go. I don't know if that's what you were supposed to do, but that's a way to get through it. The altar of Gaia. So I keep clearing my throat. Anything around here? Of course, if there was lore, it would be pointed out to us. A bunch of dead people. Ain't that a recurring theme with this game? Hey, there's the dude, yeah. Hamet the Devourer. Help him defend the altar. Oh, I don't know if he needs my help, though, man. This dude's probably pretty set. Thankfully, they're mostly attacking me so far as I can tell. Let's get Firebardy to help us out. It gave me a cool little shield thing for a minute there. Yeah. Yeah, this guy, he's holding his own just fine. Oh, we got another buddy over there. I think that's a buddy. Are you an anti-buddy or a pro-buddy? Oh, I'm gonna have to stay outside the zone. He's not gonna hurt me. What's this guy doing? This jabroni. Another Amit, who is also a devourer. Or maybe it's Amit. Or Amit. I always wonder how I'm like, what to focus on when it comes to pronouncing names like this. Oh shit! Maybe they do hurt me. Because I just realized I'm at 600 health. Like, holy shit, how did I lose 3,000 HP? I can maybe check the combat log.
Good job.
How did I take that much damage? Hey, THC, thank you for that host. Add the little counter thing and put it down here. There we go. Okay, Amma the Devourer's attacks do hit you. Even though he's green and he's like, you know, on your side. Yeah, Amma the Devourer, yep, that'll do it. Alright, so now I know. When it comes to being devoured, that nobody is spared and nobody is sacred. Find the leader of this band of Otanists and then fuck him up indiscriminately. It's like, yeah, this guy's a homie, and I think like I just can't attack him, yeah, but he can, if he wants to, damage me. The truth seeker Safu, judge his soul, but first murder him. He looks cool as hell. He's got the black, actually he's got like the fiery eyes. That's pretty dope. He's got the fiery eyes. He's got the yeah, like the black outfit. It looks pretty dope. I wish I could like get an outfit like that. Although the outfit I have right now, I really can't complain. I like it a lot. There's his soul, which is mean, and I can try to find him, but it does nothing. So let's judge him. He just looked at him. That's all he had to do. He knew he was guilty. You know what you did. Kill all the bad guys and let the maggots sort it out, says KG. But I appreciate your ability to work within necessary frameworks. It's a necessary evil, right? The Otnus filth camp needed to be purged. Doing it that way, that satisfied Miss Local High and Mighty Mott and Nefertari, whatever, bodes well for future synergy with the Sentinels. Smart Money says the statues can do much more than pose. When the time comes for them to act, we want to be in a position to pull a string or two. That's like how the Illuminati does their business, man. It's like, ooh, how can we like make this work in our favor? Crit power rating. One thing I do want to double check is see if there's any kind of way for us to know what kind of glyphs we have in our current stuff. Because crit power rating, that's something that I want to make sure we have like pretty good stuff. Like, well, I guess we could put it on this guy. Crit power and crit rating are the things that I like. Things that increase the likelihood of a crit and things that make them do more damage. Although that being said, do I want more? I guess I could put that in this one. Use that bad boy. There we go. Yeah, just crit stuff. And of course, hit rating is always good. Just any kind of thing that makes us do more damage and or land more hits, really. And then, let's see. What are the things we want to level up right now? We have a few of these bad boys. We also need to level this up, just because that's a more immediate gain. For a while there, I was leveling up another one of those bracers, but it occurred to me that it's like, oh right, I should probably like focus on this one too. Because that one's max level, so we need to get that one leveled up. And that's just a plain old weapon. We can just put that on this guy. Just slowly leveling up, ever so slowly. Okay, nice and simple. So, Thutmos, we need to talk to him about the golems. Wait, didn't I do that last night? I guess I didn't. What is this? Nearby portal. Oh, right, to get to Nefertari. To receive her blessing, and then also, optionally, get her side quest, or her investigation quest if we wanted. It's pretty, not too far away though, so we don't necessarily have to do it that way. Right, we did that quest yesterday and didn't turn it in. Actually, I think I'm gonna go and turn that in while I'm relatively close to it. It's like I might as well, right? And as I was gonna say, there might be some lore nearby. That would be pretty cool. Be pretty neat. Yoink. Hey, what's up, Devil? Singing to a karaoke video? I don't have any channel point redemptions for singing, and I do that not to protect me, but to protect you, dear viewer, from having to endure it. So, it's not something that I'm gonna go out of my way to provide, Off-Road Devil. You've piqued my curiosity. This clearly means you have something in mind. Good to see you, by the way, Off-Road Devil. Hope you're doing well, buddy. I'm curious to see what you're getting at, but it's like, I don't know, man. That's something that, like, I don't mind it when other streamers do it, especially if they're like really good singers. But for me, it's like, I don't know if I want to cause my viewers to cringe themselves inside out when they hearing me sing. But yes, the tortured souls floating about and amid the air. Oh no, about the arid air of Egypt, suspected of their own agony. They appear to be bound by that pain, though. The thirsty eyes are pulled open with hooks, for they must witness. They are wrapped in lashes of leather. Aten will not release them from their oaths. Video redemption for karaoke. A video redemption for karaoke. I mean, are you saying like the video is like a karaoke video or something? I mean, we would watch it together, but I wouldn't sing along or anything like that. If that's like what it's getting at, because. Now, for, like, if I were to make a channel point redemption that involved me singing, I would make the channel point number for it way higher. Because what is it right now? It's like 5,000 or 6,000. Like that's you know, not a small amount, but ooh, that's a dangerously low number that would be pretty easy to like save up for to stack. Like, ooh, that would be a not so good idea. For me, at least. Like I said, I don't want to like make it sound like I'm like shitting on people who like do that on their streams. You know, some people are like really good singers. That can be really fun. All right, we're getting closer, slowly but surely. You would save up for it? Nah, I would say for the time being, it's not on the table. I mean, I guess I'll never say never. And as you can imagine, it's very much like you know, a confidence and or comfort thing. My general rule is that, like, you know, when it comes to channel point redemption stuff like that, I'm totally fine doing silly stuff as long as it's like silly stuff I'm okay with, and you know, I'm okay with embarrassing myself within the bounds of what I'm comfortable with embarrassing myself with. But yeah, there are definitely limits. But I mean, you know, I like to think I'm not like obstinate. So it's like I said, I'll never say never. At least we can put a hit rating on this one. Yeah, I think more hit rating would not be a bad idea. Put that on this guy. Bam. Yeah, I mean, I have a musical background, so I like to think that I could, like, you know, eventually like get good at it. But I've never like sang before. I've never been in a chorus or anything like that. I've never done anything beyond, like, you know, singing in like grade school music class where we all sing together. Nothing beyond that, so it's like, nah, I don't mind the notion of, like, you know, doing stuff in front of people, you know, whether it be streaming or you know, when I played instruments back in the day, that I was fine with. But yeah, singing is it's a more intimate act. Also, we have a little bonus quest we could do for this person. This is, which god is this? I think this is Horus. Yes, Horus, and I can't remember the child's name. I think it's definitely one of the dudes. I can't remember which dude. Canyon's been a refuge for beasts and the fallen warriors, but he can no longer ignore that which stirs behind his back. Let's get that shit murdered to death. The bad guys, that is, not the good guys.
That's 2 more in the bag. Mark a coil of rope on the board, brother, and on your watch too.
If you paid as much attention to your own watch, the scales of war would be weighted in our favor by now.
Oh, go stick your head in the sand, big bird.
You have a large mouth, little kitty, but your bite suffers. Your teeth have been blunted by idle chatter.
As entertaining as your squabbling is, I'd rather... There are more of them, emerging from that ill-omened canyon. They gathered there as mosquitoes would at a stagnant pool. When we laid siege to the temple city as flesh and blood, the Black Pharaoh's beasts withdrew there to regroup. They knew it would be foolish for us to chase them within.
But you were fearless. You saw a nest of coiled vipers and did not hesitate to strike off their heads.
That's ancient history now, Hemi. And I am more mindful. To purge that canyon again, I would cancel strategy, positioning, and caution.
To think it only took you millennia to reach this.
Runs in the family.
All right, cool. I was like, oh, cutscene. Oh, okay, there we go. Thank you, Elgaso. Resubscribing like a freaking homie, man. What the heck, Elgaso? Jesus Christ, dude. Also, you have brought us three extra life points within the correct number. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you so much for resubbing, dude. 24 months, man. I know I say it every month, Elgaso, but holy shit. That's a long time. And also, that's 2 years, dude. 2 years. My goodness, that's a long time. I have also made the joke before where 24 months, that's like at least, you know, 4 weeks, like 5 weeks. I don't know. That's like a small amount of time, right? No, all jokes aside, thank you, Elgaso. 24 months. In addition to being one of my most trusted mods, also being a valued member of this community, and a valued shit poster of our Discord server. I'm kidding. I enjoy the posts. Even when they are absolute shit posts, I enjoy them. It's good to see you, August. Thank you so much, man. As always, I hope you know that kind of, you know, subscribing, especially for that long, is never expected. I'm just happy to have you here, but thank you, my friend. Try to give you, yeah, it's like I don't know. Like I said, right now I'm gonna say like it's not really something I'm down for. But like I said, I'll never say never. I wouldn't say like no, like and never ever. But I'm at least saying no right now. I'm at least being obstinate in that sense, man. This is me. No, I don't know. I think it's legitimately interesting stuff. Even though I'll confess I don't really comment a whole lot on the stuff in the world events channel within the Discord server. I do read all of them, and frequently I'll be like, you know, I might not agree with all of them, like at least, but like a lot of times I'll be like, yeah, I can like see the argument for it, and I can see like I can agree with parts of it or something like that. So, you know, it's a world of gray areas, and I certainly try to embrace it as much as I can, even if it's, you know, something that I'm not familiar with. We're doing a quest right now where there's some ravines down here that must be cleansed of the bad shit. Cleanse the bad shit and replace it with some good shit. So I'll take a dump in the sewers and see if that does it. Grab some binoculars next to this bad guy. This bad guy did the unwise the unwise crime. Whoa, Jesus! The unwise crime of using binoculars up there, but I guess that's what happened to him. He was using the binoculars and he got fucking bodied. Except my like torso didn't get exploded. Because our guy has like superpowers, so we just fell off the canyon. But that was annoying though, man. This is knocking me off like that, dude. Hey, Lunatic Chef, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, dude. Hope you're doing well on this fine day. We're playing more of the same game from yesterday, solving some mysteries and whatnot. This canyon spirits, dude, they are doing so much damage to me. Whoa, man. Yeah, I was not really paying attention. Usually, that guy looks cool. Ghostly warrior. Oh, was I supposed to lose that mission? Oh, or that fight? Yeah, I was supposed to lose that fight. Okay. Well, now I feel less bad. There's a canyon portal. There's ghostly warriors to talk to. Interesting. So you're supposed to fall off the hill or the mountain. You're supposed to lose the fight. So you're dead, and then you can talk to the ghost warriors. The rocks in this game, yeah, I think the graphics like look pretty good overall. Like, this is a 2012 game, so you know there is an aging that has happened. But yeah, I would say overall it still looks okay. Oh, and also a hydrate. Thank you, Lunatic Chef, for the hydrate. Always a good reminder. I always invite everybody to hydrate along with me, if they want to, if they so desire. Yeah, the trees look really good, especially like the filth covered areas. We can't really see it right now very well in black and white mode when we're dead, but yeah, the filth areas in particular have I always think like look very cool and menacing and a little terrifying. So let's see if we can find a willing ghost warrior to chat with us, like this one, for instance. Check out his like cool spiky armor, man. How do I get some spiky armor like you? Let's follow this friend. Is he gonna lead us to one of the portals? Also, I think that noise means that one of our underlings finished a quest. He says, go in there. Yes. I live! The guardian of the threshold. Is that the dude that like, bodied my ass off the cliff earlier. I'm gonna wait for my health to get refilled, and there we go. Alright, Guardian of the Threshold. Let's get fucking bodied, homie. Yeet. There we go. Just like that, we brought him down to half health, but I've spent all my hammer energy, so now we just gotta use regular attacks for a while. I think this is the guy that knocked me off, although maybe it isn't. So I think the thing that knocked me off was a winged beast. The Blade of Kupos.
Quick access inventory updated.
Go back to the world of the spirits through the portal. Oh, I thought I was gonna say we were gonna have to die. Because usually that's how you get to the world of spirits in this game, is that you die through it. But, okay, you still die. But at least it's, no, don't resurrect yet. At least it's more automated, I guess. Use the blade to rally the warriors, and I have the blade on my person. Fight with me, my brother. Oh, it killed him. Or brought him back to life or something. So I guess we're resurrecting them. Bleh. Shift 2. There we go. This feels kind of weird where I'm just like, yo, check out my sword. And they're like, wow, that's cool. Ugh. It's so cool. I had a heart attack or a ghost heart attack, and ghost died. So he becomes the ghost of a ghost. Oh, I was supposed to use the portal to resurrect. Oh, shit. Well, I guess that's okay. Also, we've died so many times, our anima has been damaged, so we have to repair it. Oh, wait, was it saying that there was a specific portal we had to use? Maybe that's what it was. This is the Guardian again. Yeah, I used the wrong... I shouldn't have done that. Crap. So we have to die it one more time, at least. Bleh. So ignore that, because in the shadow world, this area is open. Yeah, I see. I see now. See, I goofed it by springing back to life prematurely. And then summon the warriors back into it. All right, warriors. Yo, that's a weird sword. Oh, it was weird because I had my axe with it, or my hammer with it too. And I love the cool, like, spiky armors. Oh, we got the dudes. These are the dudes that killed me earlier. Except now things are different. For one thing, we're actually killing these guys. The other guys had so much more health. This time we actually have a fighting chance. We got the bros, we got the fucking squad. They got spikies and also like cool glyphs on their jackets. Or on their tunics. This is pretty freaking cool. Here's my doggy. Underneath my chair. There's your boy. There we go, that guy's out. These guys are doing a pretty good job of fending for themselves, but I don't wanna. Yes, I see him. He's like on the opposite side of my little. Oh, Jeff Scary, this guy. The Soul Corruptor. This is the guy that knocked me off earlier. Oh, he evaded! Let's see, how do you hit him when he's in the air like that? Let's stun him for a bit. There we go. Stone Cold Stunner. Except it's not very cold since it's an ice, or it's a fire guy. Alright, so he stuns us and runs away. Like a punk-ass bitch. Oh wait, no he didn't. He didn't run away. Wait, what the heck? He's invisible. Okay, no, he did run away. Alright, boys. I know that was a bit of a long fight, but we managed. Just gotta get through the canyon. Hopefully that Soul Corruptor dude won't try to butter our bread any further. Here's more of the spirits, but these aren't the dudes that were assaulting us. Oh my. What did that drip down from? Oh, it's the dude flying overhead. Yeah. It's trying to get our shit from up there. Oops. Alright, boys. Gotta be careful. Keep your wits about you. Am I going the right way? I'm eventually going the right way, I think. Yeah, it's just a bit of an involved spot here. I want to, like, get my dudes reassigned, but I kind of need to stay on this quest. This canyon spirits. Get him out of here. Oh, that was a very quick kill. Hey, some lore. Hell yeah. Filth Guardians. Yes, teach me all these things. Actually, I can't read yet, because we got dudes to fight and things to dodge, but I will read that shortly. I thought I heard them fighting something as well. The Sun Guardian, Akil. Actually, it occurs to me we probably didn't have to fight this guy. But we might as well, since we're going through here anyway. It's actually a pretty good chance I won't get the killing blow here. Hey, we did get it. Nice. Alright, boys. Just gotta be careful. Move quietly. Or not quietly, but move quickly. You don't have to be quiet. I mean, there's no... It's not really a matter of being being stealthy here. And we're kind of off the map there. Okay, there we go. It was showing us off the radar a little bit there, but now we're good. So this is the destination. The Soul Corruptor is here. Oh, like punk ass bitch corruptor. Bam! Where are my boys? Uh-oh, did he kill my boys? Dude, nobody murders my boys and gets away with it. You get your ass down here. Oh, okay, he's immune to that when he's in this when he's in the air. Dude, if any harm has been done to my boys, then you will not hear the end of it. Also, this guy keeps hitting me with the filth stacks. I don't like that. Alright, my boys have been avenged. I didn't even see them die. I think maybe they just got blocked or something from progressing. That's the word. The boys, I know, man. Not the same without them. The dark and ignored canyon was the site of the much maligned. No surprise there. We scrounged up on the fly, which was impressive. Troubling how unlocal some of these phenomena are. It'd be nice to file all your current reports into one neat little Egypt folder, but that's not possible. We're tweaking our corporate structure to focus on a new kind of global analysis skill set. We need people who can tell us what exactly those threshold guardians are guardianing, for instance. Forecasting connections is where the future lies. Don't worry, I'm sure that the on-the-ground grunt work will still be important. Oh, thanks, Kirsten. Good to know that our job is you know, still a marketable one, according to Kirsten. Our resume won't suffer, thank goodness. Let's warp up here. And then I'm feeling investigation questy. Also, Off-Road Devil's got a thing for us. Here, let's turn in this quest real quick. And then we will do a video. We'll do a video and we'll watch it, and it'll be a good darn tootin' time. Let's listen for the song we'll be hearing from Nefertari. There's her dad.
This is my oldest daughter, Nefertari.
Father.
She binds the Black Pharaoh in his stone sarcophagus. She embodies the spirit of Maat. Channel your spirit, just.
So it's just called Maat, not Mayat.
Let justice be served in the name of Maat.
But there's like a second syllable there, so it's a little bit weird. And the jammies. We'll also do the jammies. Those are all things we will do. Yeah, one thing real quick. Oh, not that. This. Boing. And then we have a few other things. Get this one leveled up. Boing. Level 9. Oh, right. Yeah, we're also leveling this guy up. Yeah, we have a lot of things we're slowly but surely chipping away at. And it is a slow process, but that's just how it goes. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one where I started upgrading this one, then I was like, oh, right, I have to get this to max level first. So I might as well focus on this guy, since that's a more immediate thing to focus on. So this one. Pull that one up. Alright, cool. So we've leveled up a bunch of stuff. Cultists are unearthing ancient secrets. Too powerful to fall into the wrong hands. Let's find out.
Waiting suits you well, Nefertari. So cool in the shade of your crown.
There will always be need for each of our aspects. In time, even you might appreciate this as an honor, not a prison.
An honor for whom? The Egypt we knew is long gone.
So, our civilization was not the first nor the last in this land. It is a land as old as the universe and as prone to chaos. Ask yourself why Arton chose to manifest itself in this place. Akhenaten had many grand temples and solar lodges built for it in Amarna, yet the voices called him into the howling desert. Why is that?
Because the sand is thin.
And what lies beneath can easily spread its influence. Entice men here and leave their bones bleaching in primeval caves.
That's how the Artemis seized power so quickly. They took up the arms that had been left behind. Hold on! You knew this all along?
Well, you didn't ask.
Is this because I pushed her off the bark when we were children?
Oh no. Don't drag me into this.
So we're learning more about the lore behind why this particular site was chosen. It's worth, for anybody who's curious or anyone who hasn't been here for other parts of the main story here, it's worth mentioning that the reason we're hearing like kids' voices in these statues is because these are the souls of children who have been imbued into these sentinel statue god to act as like sentinel gods for this area, to keep the evil at bay and to protect the zone from being overrun by the evil god that's kept in the Citadel. But these are the souls of children who are just like sad and scared and want to go home. And some of them are also pissed off, understandably so. So it's like, it's like there's like a fun like, there's fun banter, but there's also like kind of tragic, like, oh man, it's you remember the situation, the circumstances for how things are right now. It's like, oh man, it's not exactly a feel-good comedy show sometimes. Haven't been outside. Oh right, yeah, because you're having to quarantine for a while, Will. How are you feeling otherwise, man? I mean, because yeah, there's the obvious mental toll. Well, maybe it's not obvious, but it's definitely there. The mental toll of having to like, yeah, staying away from others to not spread things around. Rightly so, but still. Think about just the drain on like having to be particularly isolated. But then also, yeah, also just the physical aspect of having to deal with the awfulness of you know, what is not exactly a fun experience. Feeling physical, okay, yeah. I know you said the sense of smell was one thing too, yeah. But just feeling stir crazy, yeah. No, I understand, man. Like I just noticed that yeah, these bodies have been beheaded. Well, not all of them, but some of them. No, I totally don't blame you, man. It certainly sounds unpleasant. And I'm glad you're doing the responsible thing by quarantining, and I'm sure, you know, your family and close friends are also grateful for it too. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm sure it's awful. I'm sure it'll be a relief once this is all behind you, but yeah, that is shitty. I know you also mentioned you had a couple of the family members who were also dealing with some awfulness too. I hope they're doing okay. A metal clockwork key. Let's find a map. Is that like a hole in his chest? Or that's like, I think it's just the pattern on his shirt. So we found a key for something, but there's a map we have to consult. Aha. It's the first excavation site. Presumably that would be... well, I mean, there's 4 circled. Oh, okay, and they've already told us which one to go for. So I think it'll be this first one here, off to the side. We'll have to find something to do with this key that we found, right? It's like a little wind-up clockwork key thing. Now, we've been down here once before. Oh, I think I know what we're looking for. I think I know where this first thing might be. These little robot friends, right? We've seen one of these robot friends. I think I saw where one of them is located. Although that's probably not the investigation part of it. The investigation itself will be more involved. A little mini custodian friend. Wish I could get a little pet of one of these guys. And you can if you spend the money on it, but wish there was a way that didn't involve spending money. Get a little custodian buddy, because they're so cool, little robot buddies. Look at that little cute little fella. He's walking with such purpose, such duty. Oh, duty. It's okay, little robot friend, I'll protect you. Little duty. Little duders. I like how he squeaks as he walks. He needs some WD-40 on the joints. Maybe that's the cure for arthritis. Just get some WD-40 into your bones, or around your bones to grease them up a little bit. Lubricate them. Also, it occurs to me we had the little dudes that finished their side quest. We need to reassign those shortly. Where's it gonna take us? There's a little lizard friend. I just want to dress him up in a little top hat. If only there were cosmetic items for the pets that you can get. Although it does look a little menacingly how I was pointing upwards. Something up top there. Anything else? Oh, he's powered down. And he despawns. Okay. So I'm gonna mark where he stood. Pointed up. So there is something above. Let's climb the vertebrae and see what we can find. Also, do this. Mission complete. More advanced agent missions due to an agent reaching level 13. Good job, agent. Wow, yeah, level 13. Wow, this person leveled the hell up, didn't they? Okay, we need to level other people up too, though. I'm just kind of picking them randomly, honestly. I feel like we need more missions that bequeath to us supplies. Supplies, motherfucker. Hello. So that'll take an hour, that'll take an hour. Very good. Alright, let's look upwards. Or climb upwards, rather. Also, is this the cave that leads to that one big guy? Yep, this guy. Which I'm not going to try to fight. What's his name, though? The Bone Harvester. 201,000 HP. And he has so much health and does a lot of damage, too. He's only level 41, so he's not considered damage-wise to be that much of a threat. But yeah, the health that he has makes him impossible to fight at this point in the game. You have to be like much, much higher level. I mean, maybe if you like had a full squad and you like rushed him, that might work, but yeah, he's a spicy meatball. I think I did like maybe 10% of his health damage-wise, and I was like, oh fuck, I have bitten off more than I can or should chew. Right, so let's climb up this thing. Might be a little bit tricky to climb. Guess maybe it's not gonna be too bad. A thing. A strange metal piece.
Quick access inventory updated.
So there's more sites to investigate. Now hopefully we still have the map. Okay, we do. So the other sites to check, they're not numbered. Maybe this is the last one. So let's go down here next. The one, it's kind of on the bridge leading above that body of water down yonder. That one right there. In fact, we can warp. Where are we right now? We are way up here. Let's just warp down this way. Here. We have a decent amount of anima shards, although not a crazy amount, so I like can't go, you know, super crazy. Only medium crazy, as I'm fond of saying. Let me make sure that I'm correct in my assumption. Yeah, so it's right next to this particular statue. Just northwest of the Premier Temple. Yeah. Now I think this one is not going to be in the top level. I think it'll be along the under the under like the canal that kind of goes through here. As yeah, there's nothing up here because I think we kind of happened upon this little robot friend while we were doing a different quest yesterday. So if I jump down, there he is, little custodian friend. So you wind him up and follow this little friend and see what he leads to. But presumably, once we get all 4 of these pieces, there's something we have to do to combine them. And I bet that's where the investigation is going to come into play. Because right now, this has been, you know, pretty chill so far. Also, that confirms these guys are waterproof, which is pretty impressive. Also, a dead Orochi person over there. What else is new? Does this guy have anything next to him? Nope, just blood. And his entrails. Just blood and... oh, pointing at him. Mirror. So you're pointing at this dude. So maybe he's saying the Orochi camp. Maybe there's another Orochi base nearby. Or he's saying follow the blood trail. Here, let's do this. I'm gonna mark Orochi, a dead Orochi guy. In case you need to come back here. We can check out a couple things. Let's look at the blood trail. I'm pretty sure we know where this is going to lead. It's going to lead to this cache of other dead things and or people. But let's see if it also has another thing to it. Anything else around here? Let's see if it's the container itself. It probably isn't. Password. Laptop? Alright, let's get the hint. Horse feathers. Horse feathers. A horse's mane, maybe? Horse feathers. Is there a term? Oh, it's a film. It's a movie called Horse Feathers. Interesting. A 1932 Marx Brothers film. Stars all 4 Marx Brothers. No, Groucho is like a frequent pop culture thing. So I was thinking maybe Groucho. Did I spell that right? Here, let's copy and paste it. It's not Groucho. Marx. No, Elgaso, I don't want to shitpost you and be like, of course Elgaso would think of Marx, but it's a little too obvious. Too easy, it's too easy. Oh, I'm having too much fun. Yeah, we could try the other ones too. Just the movie. The movie like is all that's given, not a scene from the movie. The term horse feathers was a colloquial American expression for nonsense in the 1920s and 30s, but is now considered archaic. Well, is it case sensitive? Entries are not case sensitive, okay. There we go, thank you, Elgaso. Ooh, Devil's got another one. But yes, we're trying to solve a mystery about this horse feathers question. We just tried nonsense, I think. And yeah, that wasn't it. And we can't get another hint, can we? Yeah, just one hint. Actually, let's go to the root. Yeah, hint. Yeah, no more hints. Just horse feathers. Let's look more at the Wikipedia article. Because like Elgaso suggests, there's the other Marx Brothers to try. So, Chico, Harpo, and Zeppo. Okay, so it's none of those. An old shooter game. Oh. Oh, I see. So it's like a... Yeah, so it's a glitch then, presumably. The game isn't called Ladder Goat, but the glitch is referred to as Ladder Goat. I think I might have missed that one. Yeah, definitely a bug. I don't think I would have experienced that back in the day. I've played a lot of old shooters, but there's many that I've not played. So let's see. The film revolves around college football and a game between the fictional Darwin and Huxley colleges. All right, Darwin and Huxley. I was looking for like key things to try. Many of the jokes about the amateur status of collegiate football players or how eligibility rules are stretched by collegiate athletic departments remain remarkably current. Groucho plays Quincy Adams Wagstaff. Wagstaff. Quincy Adams Wagstaff. It's also worth noting that a password can be... yeah, I like that too. Nonsense, bullshit. I like, it's possible that a password could be multiple words. It's not usually the case, but it could be. New president of Huxley College, and Zeppo is his son Frank, a student at the school who convinces his father to recruit professional football players to help Huxley's terrible football team. There are also many references to Prohibition. Let's see. Baravelli, Chico. Let's try that one. Not that. Baravelli is an Iceman who delivers ice and bootleg liquor from a local speakeasy. Anything about the whose data? Yeah, the only thing we know is that it's Orochi data, because that's a good question to consider. Like, what about the context here? All we know, and it's possible I could be barking up the wrong tree here. I would say this is a pretty good lead. All we know is that the little robot friend led us to this gentleman here, this dead dude. He doesn't appear to have a name. He has cool sunglasses. He's dead. He's suffered some kind of stomach laceration that killed him, presumably. And if we follow the blood trail, it leads to the cache of stuff. Unless it keeps going. I mean, it seems like it leads to this stuff, but I don't think it keeps going. So there are more Orochi camps. There's one way up here. There's one not quite as far up this way. I guess this whole area is an Orochi camp. And there's other scatterings of slain Orochi dudes, like clusters of them that we've seen. And yeah, of course the transporter is locked. Transport container is locked, rather. And it's password protected. So I was thinking that the laptop might tell us what the password is. We have to crack a password to get another password. Let's go check the Wikipedia article again, see if there's anything else. Let's try the Iceman thing. No, not that. Pinky, who is Harpo, is also an Iceman and a part-time dog catcher. What are these occupations, man? Not Pinky. Through a series of misunderstandings, Baravelli and Pinky are accidentally recruited to play for Huxley instead of the actual professional players. This requires them to enroll as students, which creates chaos throughout the school. The climax of the film, which ESPN listed at first in its top 11 scenes in football movie history, includes the four protagonists winning the football game by successfully performing a version of the hidden ball trick and then scoring the winning touchdown in a horse-drawn garbage wagon that Pinky rides like a chariot. A picture of the chariot near the end of the film made the cover of Time magazine in 1932. All right, 1932. Or... oh, not you, not you. 1932. Wouldn't that have been wild if that was it? The movie came out in 1932. Hidden ball trick. You can tell I'm just trying random shit to see what sticks. This hidden ball trick, I'm kind of curious. Here, I can show you guys what I'm looking at. I think. Here, what if I do this? There we go. That way you can see what I'm looking at too. So we got the cast here. So there's some parts of the uncredited cast. There's some musical numbers. Collegiate. We could try that. Yeah, just horse feathers. No other clues. I mean, maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree. Searching for a password. Well, if the hint is, I'm guessing referring to the movie, I was thinking it was something along the lines of the movie, or maybe this is the passwords, the person who made the passwords way of saying this is a bullshit or a nonsense hint, meaning that we don't get a hint. Yeah, maybe there's the other Orochi camp to check out. We could try that as well. For that matter, I haven't actually looked at the little piece we found. There's a piece missing, right? Okay, so no other notes on what that is. Miniature versions of the same custodians, pointing to ancient artifacts hidden in the desert. Let's see. Notable scenes. Yeah, I was wondering if there's like a certain scene we should look for. People loved it when it first came out. Some of the top movie lists, yeah. So it's a well-beloved movie. Some missing sequences. Yeah, I don't see anything off the top of my head. There's this notion of the hidden ball trick. I've never seen that term before. The fumble rooski. In football. American football, yeah. Just a trick play, okay. I don't know, maybe this whole thing is a trick play. What else about horse feathers? Like, what else is there? It's a movie. It's the IMDb page. There's a band called Horse Feathers, but that's probably not it. Yeah, it seems like it's really just the movie. Here's the IMDb page. Bumblers, Baravelli and Pinky to help the school win the big football game. Yeah, like how much further do I want to like just continue to dive down here? Because after a certain point, the likelihood of finding a solution seems to go way down. Game commentator. Okay, I don't think that would be it. The garbage can chariot, right. I don't know, yeah. Chariot. Garbage can chariot. Oh, oops, I misspelled it. Go check out the wiki again? Alright. Yeah, maybe there's something else. I mean, I tried the year in which the movie was released. And Amazon is hopefully, you can't see it, but Amazon on the margin is like, ooh, let me hopefully try some things. Maybe some quotes? Yeah, maybe. Also, it occurs to me that part of this is actually cut off on your guys' end. There's a margin on the right-hand side that has the poster. Directed by... Here, let's try, like, the director name, too. McLeod. Okay, that's not it. Yeah, let's try Whale's idea. Let's look at the quotes, because there were a few of them. A few, like, noteworthy quotes. Yeah, came out in 1932. So Haddock's the name of one of the people, right? Did I try that word, Haddock? Let's try that real quick. Okay, it's not it. Oh, it's McLeod. Oh, really? I've never seen that spelling of, but yeah, that totally makes sense though. As I hear myself say it, it's like, oh yeah, that does kind of make sense. That's when they're guarding the speakeasy. Oh! Oh, interesting. That might be it. They passed it for entry into the speakeasy. That might just be it. Well, you might have guided us right to... And Neostrider, both of you might have guided us. Hopefully. Is this it? Hey, cool. Thank you both. Artifact designation unassigned. Unknown origin. Metal plate of some sort. That's what we're looking for. Hash of 1053 has been generated. So I could try the password 1053, but it might be hashed further. So let's do this. Make some notes here. Containment procedure PL5 1053. So hopefully we won't have to use those notes, but it might come into play here. We'll see. 1053.
Quick access
Okay, that was it. Cool.
Updated.
And we got another piece. Very good. But there's still at least one piece missing, so let's go to the other two. Thank you again to Neostrider and to Whale for nudging us in the right direction. That was just what we needed. Also required. Good to see you, friend. Hope you were doing well. We're doing some more Secret World Legends. We're doing an investigation quest, which is pretty much like a mystery-solving type of deal where we don't have a lot of hard evidence to go by or hard clues. Although in this case, we actually have quite a bit to go by in that we know where to go. But once we arrive at a place, then it's sometimes a mystery to know how to solve certain things. Oh, I accidentally did the fourth one. I did the last one second, which I didn't mean to, but they're not numbered, so I guess it's not a huge deal. Let's go here next, since we're kind of close. I was thinking this would be the last one, because it's circled, but yeah, who knows. Let's go over here, just southeast of that particular spot there. So it would be right here, if I'm looking at the map right. Double check. We don't have a convenient way to warp down there, at least. Or fast travel. It would be just east of the gardens. And just north of that particular statue. Oh, yeah, right here. Okay, so that's actually pretty close by. We could just go there ourselves. Save us the anima shards. Since we don't have like a crazy amount of them. We've seen in the sand once before too, that little object there. It's probably for a different quest. Let's take my spider bike and mosey on up this way. Go through the gardens to get there. This means we get to see lots of friendly monster friends who are just always so happy to see us. Somehow that person wasn't affected by anything we just did, but I mean, I'll take it. One less thing we have to deal with. Should go up north and go out that way, I think. This is such a happy place, isn't it? Happy place with shiny, happy people. The wretched souls have been freed. Although calling them wretched sounds a little mean, doesn't it? Sir, the peasants are revolting. Be quiet, you'll hurt their feelings. got their asses. Oh, there was music. So we've never actually been to the Corrupted Gardens. There's an evil corrupted camera. Ooh, actually it's not a camera, it's a drilling apparatus. Interesting, they're excavating. I thought it was one of those surveyor camera things. Oh, we got friends. It's Dredge. Alright, so we need to get... let me double check the map again. I think it was just north of where the statue is. I got the fire buddy, hell yeah. It's a good crit. Man, people keep wandering just into our location. And then they'll be like, oh, never mind. I thought she was gonna be like, oh wow, there's a dude here. Surprise Pikachu face every time they walk up to us. So yeah, just north of the statue. We actually need to go this way. Oh, never mind. Gotta fight this dude. It's Dredge. That's I've mentioned before that as much as I love this game, there are times where the combat kind of like gets in the way of the game. It's like I don't really want to fight things, I just want to solve the mystery and like get from place to place. Where it's like, oh, hold on, I gotta fight bad guys. It's always like a, not always, but it frequently is a, can be a chore when it comes to fighting the things. Also, I was going the wrong way anyway, so my own damn fault. I'm gonna go down this way. I'm going fast enough. I could probably avoid them. There we go. So somewhere around here. Say, a sabotage quest we can do eventually. So it should be somewhat north, or is it like exactly north? We're like on that little crest just above. So somewhere right up there. So let's go this way. Oh wait, actually. Yeah, it'll be up on this slope, right? I climb the hill. It's just a pretty steep slope. And this motorcycle is strangely good at this, but it's not good enough to get that sharp of an incline. Oh, we're in a lair? Oh, fuck. Yeah, if we're in a lair, that means these guys are not fightable. I mean, 117,000 hit points, they would kill me in a single hit. So I have no business being here. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, actually, I'm definitely wrong. That's not the right area. It would be... Oh, yeah, no wonder I was all turned around. So we go this way. Is that it down there? I'm always a little bit hesitant to jump down because it's so much easier to be up here than it is to jump down, or to climb back up, that is. However, there's a slope leading up, so this is probably it. Yeah, that's it, Cool. Little custodian friend, what you got for us, little buddy? He's gonna squeak and waddle his way over and see what he's got. So since we did the last one first, this one might be easier, but we'll see. I'll pull my hammer away so I'm not intimidating him. I don't want to make him nervous. Give him performance anxiety. It's like, I'll do it, but I don't like it when people watch me. I get nervous. I'm guessing he's gonna have to climb this whole hill then, so. We couldn't have placed him closer to his end goal, his end destination. Maybe this is a ploy by the developers to give us lots of screen time, or game time rather, with the little robot friend, little robot mini custodian, so that the developer could say like, wow, look how cool he is. Wouldn't it be cool if you could have your own? You can buy your own, with the in-game money. It's like it's a big commercial for the little robot friend, and it's working on me because I think it's cool. I'm just as manipulatable. There's a thing right there. Yeah, that's what he's pointing at. Well, maybe. Maybe it's what he's pointing at. So he pointed this way. So I'll mark this on the map. Pointed, the way I'm facing right now, which is eastward. Not to be confused with Squidward. I'm Squidward. What is this thing? Alright, you know, before I pull this lever, I thought it was a hammer. Like, the hammer of Thor sticking out of a mountain, but no, it's a lever. Before I pull this lever, I need to pee. Because I've drinking a bunch of tea. So anyway, we're all good. Let's flip the switch and see what it do. Oh my. And there's another switch, presumably if we get stuck in here. Oh, that's just a metal piece. Okay. Wow, that was... I think very well we might have done the hardest one first, accidentally. Oh, I'm sorry, Will. I know you said that this sense of smell is awful. Or is like not being good right now. And of course, yeah, taste I'm guessing is probably impacted too. Is it that you can't taste anything at all? Like there's like not really much difference, like there's not much there, or is it just like the taste of things is different? Because I remember like there have been a few times where I've been sick over the years where like if I had like, you know, like the flu or something like that, or some other kind of virus in previous years, it might alter my sense of taste very temporarily because like, you know, my nose was stopped up or something like that. Like I've had that before. But I've never had it where like just things, there's just, you know, not really a taste there at all. Usually just like things just tasted different. Thankfully very temporary though. Like you can, okay, so you can like, there are sensations, but yeah, it's not like a proper taste kind of deal, man. Yeah, that does sound rough. That does sound rough, Will. I do know that for a lot of people that have had COVID and have had you know, those kinds of symptoms that they do improve, but for some of it takes a while to recover, which I know can be frustrating. But of the ones that I've heard where it's been like super long term, they've been much older. I think for most younger folks, it's a much quicker turnaround, but still, it's shitty, to put it nicely. And I do apologize. Well, it does sound rough, man. I'm sorry to hear that you're having to deal with all this. It does sound shitty. All right, so this was the last one, and it's worth noting that there's also a picture accompanying this whole deal, though. So it's assumed that this picture will be involved for one of them, and it hasn't been involved for any of them yet. So this might just be what we need to watch for. So let's get up here to Le Renaissance, the rebirth, which is a little bit north by northeast of Anubis, and we have a somewhat pretty convenient warp, I think. Let's see, let's, oh, that's actually pretty close to where we first started. We'll just warp right here. This is near where we all began this whole deal then. So it would be, it's like within the Renaissance, or was it just near it? Let me double check. It's like just on the tip, on the precipice, just before you enter that cliffside. So let's get to that little edge of the cliff right there. A little spot right there. To be right around here, more or less. Ooh, maybe in here. Except it's caved in, so that's probably not it. There's this jumpy friend, which is nice. These are always very helpful. Alright. Yeah, I'm wondering if what we were looking for is along the tippy top up here. This is very close to where we started, isn't it? Oh, wait. I think I might have... Hold up. This wouldn't be referring to the first one, would it be? Wait, did this guy... Oh, maybe this is where we want to go, because this is kind of close to where we started. Maybe... So I don't know if we've been here. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's where we need to go. Because this is suspiciously close to where we first started here. Yeah, the spot that it's pointing to is just... Oh yeah, it'd be right there. So that's probably what they're pointing to. So yeah, I misread the map. We need to get to this, like, to the side over here on the margins. Yeah, no wonder. Yeah, that was my B. For some reason in my head, we did this one as the first one. Probably because the arrow pointing to it, but yeah, that's the circle is the first one. Okay, so let's get here. We'll see that's kind of northwest of whoever that statue is of. This guy right here, so somewhere around this region. Let's warp to this dude. So I think it might be to that blood-covered blade, more or less. Let's see where it is in relation to that bridge. So it's to the... Okay, so it's a little bit kind of past the bridge. It's a little bit like northwest of that bridge. So it'll be a little bit north of the blood-covered blade. I might go ahead and grab that if it's a... If it looks to be a relatively not super, super long quest. See the stairs leading up. I think that's it. Okay, so there's stairs, not a bridge. What's this? An urn of some variety. There's a lot of them around here. What? Oh, I got poisoned. That's not nice. Here, we can cleanse that. Cleanse the poison. Oh, they followed me all the way down. Yep. I'm not surprised. They're retreating. Well, I won't let this one retreat. They worked so hard to get here, only to run away. Like poor guys, bitches. Here's the blood-covered blade. And it's a regular side quest. It stands fast in the ground before you. The sign of the ancients who rule these sands. Kill them all, it says. To spill out their leaders. Oh, the mummies, not these guys. I just wanted to murder. Is that so wrong? Yeah, I think the web, it doesn't actually do anything, but it looks cool, which is more important than aiding combat situations. Kill the leader before he escapes in 4 minutes. The Hollow Executioner. I think I see him. Also some mummy lore. Oh, there's lore we haven't read yet, isn't there? There's lore we picked up, but I don't think we've read it yet. Gotta focus this guy. Or we'll just kill all of his friends instantly. That's a noise we hear a lot in this game when we fight these guys. We got him before he could escape. The Mummy Massacre. So the first lore that we got but haven't read yet was in the Filth Guardians, which is the first time we've ever gotten a piece of lore from these guys. A mother sleeps, but her body is still aware enough that she will not roll over the oh, wait, what? I'm sorry, what? Her body is still aware enough that she will not roll over the infant laying next to her. It's probably good. Do you see? The perceptions of the dreamers are vast. They dimly perceive the universe in slumber through an obsidian mirror. These dream guardians are their alien perception of life on Earth. Life on Earth, rather. Well, that's cool. A little bit unnerving, but sure. Neat. But then some mummy stuff. Give me the mummy cool shit. The Egyptians believed in an afterlife of immortality. They believed parts of the soul left the body after death, journeying through the underworld to pass judgment and finally reunite to energize the effective being in the afterlife. The elaborate ceremonies and rituals surrounding the dead were exceedingly important, sweetling, and are well documented in the archaeological findings of your kind, such as mummification, casting of spells. Written instructions and grave goods were all crucial to ensure the deceased had everything they needed to succeed on their journey and in the afterlife. Also, let's turn in that quest. Very good. people are still doing their questies. That's good. So, did the fun little sword quest just for funsies. Let's go north of here. I see there's a cavern. Well, maybe it's a cavern. I don't know. It's some kind of valley this way. Oh, it's a dead end. Never mind. I'm full of shit. However, these little dudes are surrounding our little friend. And I'm gonna say hello to him. To my little friend. He's gonna waddle and squeak adorably, and we're gonna follow to see what he's got. So I'm gonna put my hammer away because I don't want to make him nervous. And our flamey buddy's gonna just continue to chill. You're doing a great job, flame friend. What do I do when I select myself? Unlock defensive target window. No, that's fine. I'm wondering if he's going to lead us up this way. Because these stairs lead us to... I'm not clear what it leads us to. These are elaborate stairs, but it's unclear what is going to be up there. It is kind of ominous that it just sits there. I was kind of hoping it would have us, like, pull the sword from the stone and do something cool with it. Like, empowered or something. Empowered with the blood of our enemies. Some more of these things, but we can't interact with these urns. At least not in this case. I'm impressed he's able to climb these stairs with the greatest of ease, by the way, because, I mean, the stairs are... Each step is about 1/3 of his body height. Although, far be it from me to make fun of something for being short. Yeah, we worked hard to put it there, man. Don't pull it away. Do you realize how hard it is to drive a sword into stone and have it not shatter? And think of this, that poor stone getting stabbed like that. So mean. Abusing stones, SMH. SMH my head. The Tainted Burrow. Not like the burrows in New York, but the, you know, a literal burrow. You're gonna lead me right into that Hemoneth Unearthed? Hemoneth? It's an interesting word. This guy's got a little doodle. A little thingy. Is that what you're gonna point at? Just gonna waltz on by all this, aren't we? Okay. Like how the monsters are like, we don't even care. We're not even gonna acknowledge this little lad. This little robot man. Can fuck up these rocks. And he wants me to. He's pointing here. And he's like, Alright, so. Pointed, we'll say, yeah, northwest. Kinda, sorta northwest. A web cocoon and it's, oh! Man, that was easy. Alright, so assemble the pieces. So what's the ancient key for then is the question. This is a strange metal cogwheel. So each of the custodians pointed the way to hidden artifacts. Combining all the pieces yielded a strange and ancient looking key. Finding what the key is for and what secrets it hides could lead to interesting finds and potentially be a piece in the puzzle to the origins of the city of the sun god and Akhenaten's obsession with this place. So it's a cogwheel that would fit in somewhere. Let's look at all the places we've been. We went northwest of here. He pointed up here. This guy pointed eastward. And the last one, actually I don't know if I made a note for the last one. Let's check the map again. The map had that picture, and we've yet to see that picture elsewhere. I think there's something in here that we're looking for. Although, I'll admit, I don't know if I know where this is. Based on the picture alone, at least. Are there any signs in this picture that would point to anything. There's a kind of a figure right there, but it's kind of hard to tell. Hey, Jimmy, what's up, buddy? Thank you very much for that raid, my friend. How you doing, bud? Thank you so much, Jimmy. Hope you're doing well. Jimmy is another secret worlder and is a very, very knowledgeable and talented one at that. In fact, Jimmy, I know, has recently embarked on a quest to, what was it? It was a, like, just base level 1 elementalism with no secondary weapon play through the game. So it's like playing with a severe disadvantage, a severe handicap to play through the game, because Jimmy is an expert at this game, and he was like, you know what, I need to take it up to the next level and make it super, super challenging for myself, because this guy is an expert at this game, and he's super knowledgeable and is very, very kind. Thank you so much, man. Okay, so not quite. Yeah, so was it? It was, maybe it wasn't elementalism. I know it was a low level something, only elemental. Oh, but yeah, it's only in the offhand, so there's no primary. Oh, Jesus, yeah. So only offhand, no primary weapon slot, so it's like significantly less damage, like, or like half damage or something. Yeah, for anybody who likes this game and wants to see somebody who's really knowledgeable at it, and or somebody who is able to play through it like an absolute boss, make sure you follow Jimmy, because he's a very nice guy, and like I said, his knowledge and experience with this game is completely unrivaled in my mind. Yeah, no basics, energy regens. Oh, God, that's rough. It sounds rough. It sounds miserable. Jimmy, I've mentioned before, and I'll say it again, your tenacity and your ability with this game is both inspiring and a little bit scary. I'm intimidated and impressed by you simultaneously. Thank you again to Jimmy. Jimmy's done a lot for me on this in these streams. He's helped me out with a number of quests. He's given us a number of cool cosmetic things. He gave us our cool spider bike. It's like, dude, Jimmy is such a cool guy. He's a very helpful lad, and he's raided many times, and I'm very appreciative for that, dude. You're very generous. We're doing the Third Age, which is one of the investigation quests in this zone. We just assembled the cog, so now it's a question of where to place it. And what I'm thinking is that in the quest, what's the word I'm looking for? In the notes, there was an image along with the map here of a place, and I think this place might be where this key would need to go. And I think it's assumed that where we would be going would be limited to somewhere in this part of the map, because this is not the entirety of the map. This is only a relatively small piece. This is only up here. There's like a whole area south of here that's not even shown. So it's probably something up here. And you know, one prominent area with all this is, well, there's a few of them. There's the Nocturne, there's the Les Salles de Discipline, the reformatory, I think, or prison, I guess. There's a few places to check out. Let's check out the Nocturne, just because some of the buildings in the around the Nocturne looked kind of similar, but I don't know if that's going to be it. So let's find out. And we're actually pretty close by, so that's convenient. Actually, it could be around here. Let me just kind of poke around here. Could this be it? I mean, I'll go ahead and waltz in, but I don't know if this is going to be it necessarily. The cinematic that was cut from the... Oh, really? Yeah, I'd be happy to see it. By all means, Jimmy, yeah, feel free to link it if you'd like. You have a nifty way of sharing. Oropsis. Do I fight you? Sometimes they won't fight you if they're like, if you don't, you know, strike first. We'll get some lore. We might as well. There's 2 bundles of lore here, which is nice. More stuff about the Sentinels. The secret histories. He's got it. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Jimmy. Let's take a look-see. Okay. So here's kind of the flyover. Flight of the Falcon. From the original Secret World. Which, you know, looks pretty similar. But it's just kind of a nice little flyover to show a bunch of spots of interest, such as the large skeletal skeleton of the beast. We see some statues. Sentinel statues, that is. There's Horus. Which, since it's a falcon fly through, it kind of makes sense. We would see Horus's perspective. Very good. That is cool, Jimmy. Thank you for sharing. I wonder why they cut it. Maybe they just didn't have room for it. It was from a mission called Flight of the Falcon. Okay. They would just warp you there. I gotcha. Yeah, verse 7 to go there oneself. Oh, you're saying, yeah. So it was cut from this game, this version of the game, but it was in the original, right? Yeah, because now with the portals. And I'm grateful for those portals, because it's nice just being able to, jump to the next zone. But of course I like exploring too, so, there's a middle ground there to be appreciated. But no, I do like what the portals offer, though, because it is nifty. Because, yeah, you're right, you wouldn't need that cutscene otherwise. The Secret Histories. We stand outside, everything has happened. Everything is happening. A man standing over the beds of his children, weighing a terrible choice, and we are there. The 18th dynasty of Egypt, and Thomas is the vizier and high priest of Amun. He fought on the front lines against the cult of Aten and was instrumental in its fall, but victory is only the ethereal vapor of today. To permanently contain Akhenaten and the whispers of his dark god would require more, which is where he determines that he needs to enlist the powers of the Sentinel gods, which needs souls to do the bidding. And, well, he has 7 children who have souls that are pure. And, well, something happened. So, there was that. Yeah, like, the flyovers are pretty cool, though. It's like, on the one hand, I appreciate what they did, but on the other hand, it's like, oh, it's kind of a bummer that they missed those. Because it is kind of cool seeing just the overall view of those areas. Especially since there are side quests that involve those spots too. Some more about these filth guardians, taking manifold shapes from down the aeons. The hounds, the arachnids, like this fellow over here. The birds, which we saw earlier, the boar. The dreamer's thoughts are not your thoughts, sweetling. This is how they interpret dogs, spiders, birds, and pigs, twisted by the translation of their unknowable minds. Delicious. Alright, so it's not here. I didn't think that it would be, just because it didn't look like it would be, but at least we got to check it out. And also some unearthed sarcophagi, or just one. There's another quest over here, though, isn't there? An uncovered phylactery. There's an uncovered phylactery here? Oh, there it is, from ashes. Oh, down here. The funerary urns, right. Not all spirits can bear to be bound. So we can do that. We'll just knock that out while we're here. Same with this one over here. Tainted burrow with lots of spoodlers. Aged flesh and rags that hang heavy in the air. Wait, what did it say? Something about being vulgar? I like being vulgar. Intimating a creature more massive and more vulgar than most. That crawled out of the sarcophagus. Would it be this thing over here? Actually, no, it probably isn't. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it is over here. Oh, no, that's the Nocturne. This is where we destroy the funerary... Well, we don't destroy the funerary urns, but destroy the beasts that lay within. We'll do that really quick, then we'll head over to the Nocturne, because that's where we're going anyway. And the off chance that will lead to the destination for our investigation quest. So don't break it, but we crack it open. And it's a wraith-like being. It's not actually a wraith, but it has the same aesthetics of the ones we fought previously. Good damage on this guy. We have to kill or lay to rest 6 of them. Thankfully, these things produce a lot of smoke, so you can see them from a distance. It's really easy to snuff them out. Not a lot of damage though. These guys have a pretty good amount of hit points, really. Covered a lot of distance too. Sounds good, Jamie. Thank you again for that raid, man. That was very sweet of you. And again, for anybody who's even slightly interested in this game and wants to see more, especially from somebody who knows the game super well, Jimmy is your dude. He is a excellent guy, and he's done a lot for me. So I have Jimmy to thank for a lot in this game, and I have Jimmy to thank as well for multiple raids at this point. So thank you again to Jimmy for sharing your community and for being a generally cool dude. Also, we lost our fire buddy, so let's raise him back from the dead. He's out of there. So we're halfway through. We're halfway there, and we're living on a prayer. Looks like this one's kind of knocked down slightly, but that's fine. Maybe that's why this spirit is so unhappy. This boundary predator. Get the heck out of whatever this attack's gonna be. It's worth noting that this, I don't think this is filth, it's just water. It just slows our movements. There's a few more. Okay. My little doggies. On the ground. Down here next to me, being very cute. Dog is cute, news at 11. Shocking absolutely nobody. Just got him, and big finish. There we go. One more. This is gonna be this little lad. Oh crap, I was thinking maybe I could use the avalanche or the eruption move, but I don't have enough points for it. Now I do. Yeet. Oh, he killed my flame buddy. That's not cool. Now we need to go tell Mountefair. Mountefair. Man, I'm mispronouncing all these names 1,000 times over, I'm sure. We'll go and take care of that real quick while we're here. Just to complete the side quest. Well, let's head over to the Nocturne. Boink. And we haven't done any of Mountefair's quests yet. Field report has been collected. Good job. That a boy and all that jazz. Cool. So up this way. This is probably the closest one to warp to. Alright, so. Okay, yeah. It's gonna be that spot up there, so we can probably just waltz on over this way. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. Oh no, that's it. I was wrong to doubt myself, to second guess myself. The shrine of, oh, that's for the main quest, okay. So there's this, but then there's also a creature that crawled out of the sarcophagus. Now, could this be the thing from the picture? It doesn't look like it. The door looks very different, so that's probably not it. Let's go around the other side. It's a bit of a stretch. No guarantee that I'm on the right path here, but it's worth investigating. Some lore is nearby, but it's inside. Also, I've been stricken by some kind of poison effect thing, which I think came from this guy, but there's also these guys. Oh, it just summons another one of them. Okay. That's annoying, but that's fine. So this isn't it. What accursed creature crawled out of that sarcophagus? Could it be maybe it's inside? Oh, or maybe this is the accursed creature, the Pharaoh's beast. It'll be the first time we fought one of these guys. Let's stop him from doing that thing. Let's get his homies in here. Let's get the squad. these attacks are usually pretty easy to dodge. But having the squad here does complicate matters. And allegedly they dropped Lemmy Lord, but we can't actually see it. That's okay, we got him. So the accursed creature has been slain, and the lore has been collected. We've got, or not lore, the treasures have been collected. So I don't think it's the Nocturne, based on what we're seeing here. There's another door over here. None of these doors look at all like the image though, so I don't think this is it. There's nothing. Yeah, we can't actually collect this. Oh, more friends. Let's check the thingy once more. Yeah, it's a much smaller building, so it's gonna be. It probably will be like a less, like not exactly a key location like this one is. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not gonna be like a major spot like in this part of the zone, since everything with this map is. With this map we're looking at here is like one piece of the overworld map. I was thinking this is where we would want to limit our searches. I can think of a few spots that looked kind of similar. I remember we saw a lot of areas that looked like this around the valley. And the valley, it's like folded over around here. Although that's, I don't think I should look too much into that. Also, there's the placement of where the picture is. The picture is over kind of where the Citadel is, actually, yeah. There's structures kind of similar scattered around here. Also, you can even see some of them. Like there's, well, actually, that's the hut where the sentinels are placed. You should be able to see them from over. Well, not necessarily because it's built into the side of the mountain, right? Kinda. That's not super obvious exactly. Where could this thing be? We could look around the reformatory. Is this guy gonna get aggro to me by me standing next to his stuff? Probably not. Kind of weird, actually, that he doesn't mind me just chilling here. Although the other guys will respawn, so we'll give them some distance. There's the Orochi, or a Orochi area right up there. Part of that whole camp up top. We haven't actually been there. Whoops. Here, let's use my spider bite to climb up. Whoa! And then fall down. Okay, that's fine. Never noticed this thing. Bird statue. Well, I feel like just sitting in one place isn't doing me any good, but it feels again like a needle in a haystack. It's really hard to say. There must be some clue. Surely it wouldn't just be a matter of, you know, we hope you happened to see this one spot and, you know, get good. We found this hidden artifact. Combining the pieces yielded a strange but ancient looking key. What's it for and what secrets does it lead to? Cultists that were digging in the sand and what they found. Dead cultists scattered amongst their tents. Whatever they found, whatever they were digging for, they were not prepared for. So again, if we look at the map, and we look at, well, not this map. This map. Look at all the dig sites. Maybe there's like something in the middle, like, area? Possible. As we started here. Yeah, maybe I should look for some of the lower areas around here, maybe. Yeah, it really feels like a needle in a haystack, but maybe that's like something to try. Oh yeah, no, I was doing the right thing. Here we go. So let's warp down here. Wait, hold on, what's this? Oh, yeah, do the mission, the Anubis mission, right? For the main quest, that is. Yeah, no, I can think of a few inner voices where it's like, we hope you know what this thing is, like this key place or this key thing. Although usually it's like there would be some kind of lore significance, I think. But yeah, maybe this really is a case of like, we hope you saw this one spot. That's not it, because this is too ornate. It's got the staircase. That's not it. I don't think it's the reformatory. I think it's going to be someplace that's more or less considered perhaps even mundane compared to some of these like big spots we've seen. Of course, what we could always do is look up a hint. I'll go ahead and say that if there's anybody who knows the solution, if you have a hint, I would be willing to accept it. Also, I'm going the wrong way, but that's fine because this will lead us kind of up and around. I want to get to like kind of this area. Because I am curious if I'm barking up the wrong tree by thinking like, by just kind of meandering around these like general areas. I want to get right here because this is like more or less this like zone down here is more or less where we've been like focused for so many of these. Shimmering artifact. I think this gives us like a buff, doesn't it? Yeah, it gives us a buff for a little bit. East of Sekhmet. Oh, interesting. Southwest of the burn. Oh, okay. So I was wrong on multiple levels then, because I was thinking it was like going to be relegated to this part of the map. But it'd be down this way. Sekhmet, yeah. This is Sekhmet, right? So it'd be somewhere... Oh, wait, no. That's not Sekhmet. Is it? Is that Sekhmet? I can't remember. But yeah, southwest of the burn part, yeah. Somewhere around here or down here. I can't remember what Sekhmet looks like. Let me double check. Is that the snake person? No, it's the... Who is this? Oh god, that's the wrong article. It's the lioness with the orb, the sun disk above her head. East of Sekhmet. What's oh, you're right. Whoops. Yeah, I'm sorry. Inner voices. Yeah, you're right. Whoops. West. Yeah, I read west, but my brain parsed it as east for some reason. East? I thought you said west. No, that was my bad. Yeah, it's like I read the word, but it just didn't like get into my brain right. For some reason, I was hung up on the east direction. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so somewhere around here then, presumably. If it's, yeah, somewhere east of this fella. This lion buddy. But it's not the Premier Temple itself. Probably. I mean, I guess I shouldn't speak too confidently, but probably not the Premier Temple. Just warp right here. Thank you both. Thank you, Inner Demon, I'm sorry, Inner Voices. Sorry, there's another regular whose name is Inner Demon. Thank you, Inner Voices, and Neo Strider. Oh, that looks pretty encouraging. It's got the statues and everything. Yeah, it's like you almost have to just kind of warp to the right place to find it. This might just be the one. Yeah, thank you guys. That if it hadn't been for you guys, there's a good chance I would have been barking up that wrong tree for a long time, because I was thinking somewhere around here, maybe like up here. Surely they wouldn't lead us to a place that's not on that particular map, would they? They would, surely. Halls of Lost Records. Also, it's worth noting that we have our cool little headlamp that's like baked inside of our mask. So I love that we were able to keep that with us from the previous side quest. Actually, this was from the main mission quest. I think we've like gone through here before and we saw that it was locked at the end, so maybe this key will unlock whatever awaits us, which is pretty heckin' cool. There's stuff up there, but we can't jump up to that, I don't think. Oh, unless these. Colossal temple door. There's some lore nearby. Now, how have I not gone through here before? What happened next is blurred with confusion and secrecy in your meaty memories. My memories are very meaty, thank you. Something was smuggled out of the Valley of the Sun God, something important. Mouths remain shut on the matter, though the teeth grind beneath. These are the Eye of Horus icon things. I think there's another quest that we'll have to come to later on where we kind of go through this little piece here. It's locked. Do I... Oh, you can't actually use this. Okay, so it's something that would be like used automatically. So it's not this guy. There were a few other doors to try. And there's no guarantee that this is definitely it, but I'm thinking it probably is it. Also, the lasers hurt. Ooh, here we go. A strange sockle. That was it. We get another third age message. Excellent. Thank you again, Inner Voices and Neostrator. That was just the nudging that I needed. Decoding of the City of the Sun God, yeah. Only one more investigation quest in this particular zone right here, which is pretty cool. That's the second time we've done an investigation quest in Egypt that led us to some kind of third age message. So the third age is clearly deeply involved with this kind of either technology or with just the stuff with Egypt in general. But we know so little about the third age yet, so it's still very mysterious. What's Kirsten think? The old creepy hologram man in the sarcophagus card. Ha, a classic. Haven't seen that played in a while. They stopped printing that card well over 15,000 years ago. Which means whatever's there is old. Previous age of mankind old. No doubt riddled with dust and cobwebs. The Templars must be absolutely fucking loving it out here. This history is generally fascinating as daytime TV. Old doesn't necessarily equal bad, and stuff from previous ages of mankind can be immensely valuable. It made Akhenaten nuts, but with a little luck and some commitment from me, it can make us both. It can only make us more powerful, and in turn grant Kirsten a convenient meeting upstairs, which is a win-win. However, our inventory is very full, so let's combine some things down here to make some of this a little bit less cluttered. Let's sort this a little bit better. Bloop. Level 5. Level 5 is alive. Also level this guy up just because we need to. Got a nice little mark of favors reward. Very good. This one's already max level, so we can't level that further. So instead, this one. Same with this one, which is already max level. So I get this guy squared away. And then last but not least, this one's max level, so... Actually, yeah. Yeah, this one just recently reached max level, I think. So this is going to be our target for further empowerments. And of course, we have lots of glyphs. Let's get this one leveled up so we can get better hit rating. Just always a good thing to invest in, I think. Cool. Did I not have any other rings? I guess I didn't. So I just have the one. Also, we have lots of weapon stuff. So level 18 elementalism. Boink. Very good. Eventually we're gonna max out, and I'm holding on to all these hammers. I'm waiting for a 2-tick hammer, man. That's what I'm really wanting. But I might be waiting for a while, it seems. So what was the vanity item we got, by the way? Large shades, black frame. That's actually kind of cool, but we already have like cool eyeball stuff, so I'm good on eyeball things. Another waist talisman. We got a 2-tick claw weapon, which is kind of neat. Speaking of hit rating, that'll be like even
Critical
more gooder. That's 2 levels.
results.
Very nice. Critical empowerment. The good shit, as we refer to it. Oh, not you. Well, yes, this one. Yeah, actually, yeah, it has to be that one. Yeah, that's a good point, Britt. There's always the auction house. Like, if it really comes down to it, and my inventory is suffering from a plethora of hammers, we can always do it that way. Especially because we have a pretty good amount of marks of favors, so we're not struggling right now. Because, yeah, they're not that expensive. Because, yeah, I would... Actually, that, yeah, maybe I should do that sooner than later, actually. Because, yeah, we're powering up everything else. But... yeah, maybe I should, like, focus on getting that sooner. Let's take a look. Auctions. So we'll say weapons, hammers, just the standard stuff. Just a 2-pip. Actually, out of curiosity, what's superior? Blue, right? Whew, yeah. Some expensive shit for sure. Mangler of efficiency. Yeah, there's some pretty cool shit. Yeah, let's just go for, like, the basic shit. You get the really fancy ones too. I could spend like 800 to get like a really fancy one. Fuming Despoiler of Warding. Or I could get a 3-pip. Manticore Riot Suppressor of Alacrity. Wow, like these sound awesome. I've got a decent amount of marks of favor. Sometimes during events too, yeah. Oh, nice. That'd be cool too. Yeah, to like upgrade it, that'd be dope. While you're protected by Enter the Fray, Blazing Fury, any of those, you get more fortifying. Interesting. So that's really, really good for tanking. And I'm not really building a tanky guy. This is very much DPS that I'm doing right now. Your rage-consuming abilities deal more damage. I might go for that instead. It'd be nice if there was a 3-pip version of those. I would be tempted. And the Riot Suppressor. Forged Warhammer. These all look and sound dope. Do I get a 3-pip basic? Or do I get like a fancy thing? These fancy things aren't that expensive, really. Efficiency, Destruction. Is Efficiency the one that I saw? Oh wait, oh, Efficiency Mark II, I see. Reduce the remaining cooldown time. That's kind of cool. By 3%, though. It's not much. Increases protection while wielded. Wow, that's really good, actually. When you use the power ability, you have a 22% chance of using 1 less energy. That's nice. Pretty cool, yeah. If you search... okay. And the keywords. Whoops. Is it 3 eyes? It'll show 3 pips. Would it be an exact name? Maybe with the quotes? Ah, there we go. Yes, that kind of knows it down. I love the idea of getting something really fancy. Part of me wants to hold out for like a 3-pip thing that I really, really would get excited about. Granted, like somebody had pointed out, you know, we're not committed fully necessarily. Increases your move speed. Wow. This one's so cool, but it has so many things that I wouldn't really be able to take advantage of with this particular build. And we could always change up the build, obviously. I think I might just go for one of these. Increased protection sounds nice. This one sounds nice. Like 1 less energy. I don't know. 1 less energy. Would that really come that big? Would that be that big of a deal? This one sounds nice. Attacks and heals. 50% chance to reduce the cooldown for the elite ability by 3%. It's not much, but that does stack. Well, it doesn't stack, but it adds up over time. And the elite ability that I have, it's a 20-second cooldown. So that's, I mean, it would be nifty. 3% of 20 seconds is not much, though, so I don't know. I think one of these would be the better purchase. Especially if we could get something to bring it up to a 3-tick. A 3-pip. So we'll do that. I don't think he knows about second breakfast pip. Ooh, this one's even cheaper. Save myself 47 marks of favor. I don't think there's any difference between these. Yeah, they're all of wording. I'll take it. New mail. Oh, we have to. Oh, we have to physically go to the place to claim it. I mean, okay, we'll do that in a bit. It's a little bit annoying. I was hoping to, like, immediately have it auto deliver, but that's. I guess maybe that's too much to ask. And again, we have a pretty good stack of Marks of Favor ourselves. I'm surprised he didn't try to attack me. So yeah, we're not like, you know, scrounging exactly. So yeah, it might be worth my while to check that every so often and see if we can find a 3-pip that I just fall in love with. Oh, there's a subscription perk. Ah, very nice, yeah. That's good. I mean, that's a convenience that would be helpful for sure. This Marrow Plague Locust. Marrow Plague Locust. They just respawn instantly. Alright, so what's about this? We can do. Should I go and grab that now while I'm thinking of it? I guess I might as well, right? Let's go to Agartha. Yeah, I'll just warp it. At first I was like, do I want to warp there to spend the anima shards? I might as well. We don't have a ton of them though, so we're reaching the point where I'll start to sell things, weapons in particular, instead of putting them into, instead of just pumping them into the stuff that I need to level up immediately. Obviously, for elementalism focuses and hammers, I would keep those, but for like the claw weapons and swords, that kind of stuff, I would just sell those to merchants to get the anima shards. Kind of build up the stacks a little bit. Yeah, thank you for pointing these things out, Inner Voices, and Britt again for kind of reminding me that yeah, these things are worth leveling up, especially since we're not that far off from getting to Transylvania. So if we could get this somewhat kind of close to being able to level up, that'd be very much in our favor. I wonder if I've ever found any 2-tick hammers. I like to think I would have noticed it, but maybe I wouldn't have before I like started to like pay more attention to the stats for the weapons we were leveling up. It's just kind of a bummer that I've taken this one hammer like so far. This one, you know, just single one. Although it's got the nice restoration Mark 1 effect to it, which I do like a lot. But I think this one will be good too. I feel like these guys changed their costumes, these two NPCs, because I think they had... Yeah, she had like a different outfit, he had a different headpiece. Yeah, I think it's randomized. Oh. Right, yeah, so we're going to... this place. Oh, give it a second. Right, exactly. So it's like... yeah, this little dude, this little owl friend. That's pretty cool. But yeah, you're right. It's like you always need to fuse it anyway. So, I mean, it's not wasted time exactly, but it's like still, it's kind of a bummer that was my focus for so long. Auction house delivery drone. That's kind of cool. So the auction house is in the middle, right? This is the bank. Auctioneer, there we go. I'll claim it. Oh, it looks so cool, but we don't really have any business using it yet. Look, yeah, magical protection, physical protection, but the weapon power, right? Yeah, so we have no business using it yet, but once we level up, it'll be pretty fucking dope. So leveled up to level 4 at least, so we'll slowly close the gap. But yeah, like Britt said, I mean, like we would eventually have to use this anyway. So we'll want to level this up to max level and then use another hammer, get that to max level so we can merge it together and make a blue version of this one. And then once that is maxed as blue, then we can do the merges. So yeah, eventually this will overshadow this one, but once we level up to the purple shit, or whatever maybe not purple, whatever the next color scheme is, then we'll really be in business. Excellent. So thank you guys for kind of helping me through that. And it didn't take us very long. And we get to see this cool purple lady. Check out the cool, like, purple glyphs around her. That's cool. I remember the snowman mask. This guy's got the whole... Oh, yeah, it's from the winter event, which is probably going to start up pretty soon here. Now that we're in December. A cool green outfit. This lady's just lighting things on fire. I don't know what she's doing, but she's making herself super strong and powerful. Making herself all shielded. I know what you're doing, lady, but it's cool, and I'm scared. And you're bleeding a little bit, but I guess you know what you're doing. She seems to be very much in control of what's happening. Oh, that guy's got the cool running thing. Oh, man. People get such cool shit. You're doing good, dude. Yeah, I figure, like, we're all kind of... For those of us like myself and Britt and our groups, the group of friends in which we've all had experience previously playing this game, but we're all kind of re-remembering it. Or really also learning it for the first time with the fact that there are differences between this game, this version of the game, and the original version, back when it was the Super World. So we're relearning it, but we're also learning like the new processes for things. I'm looking forward to using that hammer, and it's gonna look so cool. We're gonna look like such a badass using this non-generic hammer, because I've had this generic one for so long. We found a few cool, like, waist talismans, but yeah, we haven't found any cool weapons yet, but I imagine that'll probably start to happen more frequently as we get into the higher level stuff. I've been spending a lot of anima shards on warping, and again, I've mostly just been, like, keeping any extra weapons we find. Of course, I have a number of these caches that I could sell, and these two for that matter. So there's some money that we could get pretty easily. Where am I going? I'm going right here. What time is it? 12:20. Okay, so I'll go for maybe another hour or so. Because of course I started late, and I part of why I started late is because I took a nap earlier, so I'm doing pretty well energy-wise, but I don't want to, like, destroy my sleep schedule, so I have a vested interest in not getting to bed too late, so not streaming too late, that is. But I think we have some time for a little bit more action. There was a sabotage quest we saw earlier, and there's at least one more, there's exactly one more investigation quest here somewhere. Oh, and it's by Huey. Or Hoey. Hoy. A farewell to arms.
Do you remember the time Bubba showed us the moving photographs?
The motion pictures. I remember. He worked so hard to bring the light machine all the way out here.
Father carried the machine over the sands and through the city.
He brought it to teach us an important lesson, that what may seem impossible is not. Like Lawrence crossing the uncrossable desert.
I thought it was about loyalty, never leaving anyone to their fate, like when Lawrence went back alone to save his friend.
It must have been very hard on Father, carrying it all that way.
It was about fighting your own demons, never letting them claw you down.
Or he just wanted to show us something he'd enjoyed from the world outside. The world we will never see.
Carrying it like the priests of the enemy are doing now, just to show us their moving pictures.
Sister, Wait. What did you say, little brother? About the priests?
They are pulling things through the city. Boxes and food. Weapons. I don't feel sorry for them.
The enemy is on the move. They cannot be allowed to reinforce their positions.
That's why I was talking about the moving pictures. This is just like Lawrence of Arabia.
I was thinking they were going to make reference to those Third Age video, like, projections that we've seen from two of the investigation quests, but maybe that's a bit, like, maybe that's a bit too much, because, like, by that point you wouldn't have, there's no assumption you would have done those quests. Maybe just like a bit of a hint to it. But the cultists are on the move, though. Let's investigate their activity. Because they're stockpiling weapons and food and supplies. Let's check out the temple they got out here. Right here be a temple. And right here be some punk-ass bitches. Ouch. Actually, it didn't do any damage to us, but it just knocked us backwards. Oh, wait. Investigate the temple or go into the temple? It's gonna go in. Fuck it. Oh, right. It's all exploding. I remember this. Incapacitate him. Okay, I will incapacitate him by murdering his entire face.
Craves an offering.
somebody craves a being a punk ass bitch. I don't know. I only have the one insult. That's all I got. There we go. And yo, what's going on, Woo? Thank you so much for that, my friend. How you doing, bud? A very, very kind raid. Thank you so much, Woo. Woo is rating you, which is me. Thank you so much, Woo. That's very generous of you guys. Thank you so much. Woo is a friend of the channel and is a awesome dude. Thank you so much, my friend. Let's give this guy a quick old shout out. There we go. The Henry Stickmin. Yo, we were just talking about those games last night, actually. How relevant. Yo, we got Kubos in here as well. Yo, we got the freaking squad, man. Hashtag squad goals. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, Woo, for that very generous raid. How you doing, man? And we were talking about the Henry Stickmin games just the other night. So is it a blind playthrough, or is this a game series you're already very familiar with? Because I'm aware of them, but I've never played them myself. Hashtag squad goals. I mean, Woo is a freaking cool dude. So any dudes that are aligned with his squad, dudes or dudettes, are always welcome here. Killing you with them beans. Thinking about them beans, or those beans rather. Playthrough that you had not witnessed. Okay, so wait. It's a playthrough that you haven't witnessed. Oh, Bean Boozled. Oh, okay. So what were the flavors you were stricken with then? Because with Bean Boozled, it's not all bad. I mean, some of them are nice, but you never know, right? Yeah. There are beans that he provided, but the chat has instigated, so to speak. That's awesome, man. But I'm curious about the Henry Stickmin games though, because it was a series that I've never played myself, but it came up yesterday during the stream, and I know nothing about it. But it's kind of like a series of flash games though, right? Got a lot of dudes. Whoops! Didn't mean to light things on fire like that. Get these guys killed out there. There's 1 and 2 and 3. There we go. Fruity Tooty and Rotten Fish. I mean, one of those sounds quite nice. Tutti Frutti sounds like it would be very good on its own. But yeah, not so much for paired with Rotten Fish. Although, to be quite honest with you, there's a lot of things that Rotten Fish probably wouldn't pair with particularly well. Every flavor except the good ones, yep. Yeah, so he just happens to get the awful combinations of things. Ain't that some shit? Some stolen supply crates. Oh, I haven't really been paying attention to those, have I? Is that a stolen supply crate? It is. And this jabroni right here is guarding it. Let me eat him into the sun. Rotten egg and coconut. Mmm, delicious. Just like Grandma used to make. Habanero bean to keep things interesting. I mean, interesting I'm sure is one word for it. I'm sure there are other words that you would otherwise use to describe that flavor profile, but yeah, interesting, I'm sure. Oh, man. All right, well, like I said, Woo is very much a friend of the channel. If anybody is even slightly interested in anything we're saying here, if you think to yourself, like, man, Henry Stickmin games, I love those games as a kid, I want to see a cool dude play those games like a boss, or if you want to get in on them Bean Boozled shenanigans yourself, and curse or bless Woo's taste buds, then make sure you give Woo a follow. He's a very nice guy, and like I said, a very much a friend of the channel. He's rated me more times than I can count. He's a very, very nice lad. And as you can tell, he's got a community that is full of nice people that might enjoy, you know, inspiring questionable taste sensations into various streamers. But of course, it comes from a place of love, and I appreciate you sharing that love, Woo, bringing your wonderful community over here. Yeah, just grunts and screeches. Yeah, that's something that sounds like it'd be a little bit hard to come back from, you know? Tutti Frutti plus Rotten Fish. Well, Rotten Fish with anything, but yeah, fruit plus fish in general is kind of a sus combination, so yeah, I can't say I blame him for not being super enthusiastic after that one. Maybe there's somebody on this green earth who thought to themselves like, I didn't know that I enjoyed this food combination, but thank you, Bean Boozled, for introducing me to this flavor profile that I would have never thought. There's a chef somewhere that exists on this planet who's thought to himself like, wow, this is a cursed combination, but why do I like it? Clearly, this is an untapped market, and he's gonna try to like spin up a They are gonna try to add a meal to his restaurant, his or her restaurant, that is based out of some kind of fishy, fruity combination. And it's in the VOD too. Yeah. We could enjoy it for posterity's sake once again. So that way we can all appreciate Wu's suffering for our entertainment. That's a good point though, Lightstorm. Yeah, I know that the games are older, but I know that it's like still going. Like I know the original games, I guess, came out quite a little while ago, but yeah, it's not like it's just been laying dormant. The fact that they're still adding to it, which is pretty impressive. So if you like the games as a kid, or if you like them now, I mean, being a kid, you know, doesn't have to go away, so to speak. You know, we're all kids at heart, really. Is this the deal? Oh yeah, I guess I should talk about what the heck I'm doing here. So this is a game called Secret World Legends. It's kind of an MMO. I guess the official term, according to the developers, is a shared world RPG. So it has MMO-isms in the sense that, well, for one thing, you can probably see like the control scheme and just the overall playstyle is kind of similar. The difference is that it has a heavy focus on single player. This is actually a relaunch of an actual MMO. The MMO version of this game was called The Secret World, similar name, and it came out in 2012. However, it was never terribly popular, because again, even when it was The Secret World, it had a heavy emphasis on a single player campaign story mode. There are raids, there are like multiplayer dungeons you can do, there's other stuff for sure, but the game is absolutely focused on the lore, the plot, and again, the single player story that is instanced and in some cases forces you to do them solo. So you can do some of these quests multiplayer, like co-op, but most of it has to be done just by yourself. So me and my friends played this back in the day. I've got a few of the friends that I played with in the chat right now, and you know, we all have fond memories playing this back in the day when it was The Secret World. We all beat the game shortly before that relaunch happened, because when the relaunch happened from The Secret World to Secret World Legends, the relaunch allowed you to bring your existing characters and your existing account over. The problem is that it reset all of your quest progress, all your story progress. So you got to keep your cosmetics, your stuff you unlocked to like make your character look and sound cool, and your character names, all that jazz, but you lost all character progression, so we would have to rebeat the game all over again to access the new content. And all of us were kind of collectively like, yeah, I don't know if we're like down to go through all that again, because it's a pretty long game. I think it took me about 300 hours to play through the whole game years ago. So this is at some point I was inspired to play the game again just for funsies, to re-experience the story, and ideally to get to the parts of the story that I've never seen, because they've added stuff since the relaunch happened. So that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of replaying through this game. We're in a part of Egypt right now, as you can tell by the sands and all that jazz. It's very much an Egypt-themed area. And there's the Eye of Sauron in the distance. It's actually the Eye of Aten is the guy's name. Akhenaten is the ancient pharaoh that worshipped Aten, which is an actual thing that happened. An IRL pharaoh, whose name was Akhenaten, worshipped this evil god. He's over the Citadel, and we're questing to be able to defeat him. But I have to just call it the Eye of Sauron, because my name is Super Hobbit, so of course I enjoy Lord of the Rings things. But we're currently in this area, we're questing around, and the thing we're doing right now is that there are these statues. Like, there's a statue right there. There are these statues that we see of these sentinel gods that have been empowered to keep Aten at bay, because the worry is that if Aten grows too powerful, he could break out of the Citadel and bring the world into ruin. And in order to power these statues, these sentinel gods, a ancient vizier of Amun from thousands and thousands of years ago had to find souls to imbue with these statues to power them, and he had to use the souls of his 7 children to empower these sentinel gods. And when you go to these cutscenes where you talk to these children spirits inside these statues, they sound like children, and they've been trapped there for all of eternity, and they're all sad, and they just want to go home and be with their families. And it's like kind of really sad, actually, and like really tragic. But it's interesting storytelling, and this game does very well with storytelling and unique and sometimes depressing situations. The writing and the lore is very Lovecraft and Edgar Allan Poe inspired, so I like it. I like the story, I like the lore. The gameplay is just kind of so-so, I think, but it does pretty well overall, though. Got the finale on stream. Yeah, no, totally understandable. Woo, thank you again for that very generous raid. Like I said, make sure you guys follow Woo. He's a very nice guy, and like I said, you can tell he has a good taste in games and a good taste in raid targets. If you didn't hear that from me, and of course, as always, I should clarify and make sure people know it that I'm totally okay if people have to hop off, people have to get to bed. It's late. It's almost it's 12:30 here in the Central Standard Time, so. In some time zones, it's very late, especially. So if you got stuff to do in the morning, I totally get it. I won't be upset or offended if people have to hop off. I'm just happy to have people here in any capacity. But thank you all for joining in and for hanging out with us for at least part of the evening. Ooh, we get a MS Paint challenge, man. Get the challenge, dude. Oh, I thought you were saying like when he played it. I thought you were saying the finale of him playing it was on stream, but you're saying the finale is on Steam, the collection, right? I think I've seen that on Steam actually. I think I've seen that, and I think I've seen some friends play it. I am a Midwesterner through and through. I'm here in St. Louis, Missouri, right smack dab in the middle of the country, geographically speaking at least. So yeah, I am very much as Central Standard as one could be. Well, I'm very Central. I don't know how standard I am. I'm kind of weird, but Central Standard Time for sure. Let's read this really quick, and then we'll do an MS Paint challenge, courtesy of Mr. Kubos. But yes, the Sentinel Gods protecting the valley in the age before overnight shipping. Oh, it's also worth noting we've joined the Illuminati for these quests, and the Illuminati is one of 3 factions you can join. The Illuminati are very snarky and are very results-driven, so to speak, almost corporate in a way. And Kirsten, our main contact, kind of the fixer for our organization here, is as snarky and as result-driven as one could be. And the Illuminati is all about thinking to themselves like, okay, we have to save the world, but how can we profit from it? Like, how can we use this situation to like gain leverage for other situations? So they very much have a ulterior motive with a lot of the things that they do. There's no altruism when it comes to the Illuminati in this game. That's what makes them interesting and makes them kind of fun and lighthearted, but you know, slightly evil sometimes, just a little bit. Let's see, if they were hooked up with high speed, I'd have more faith in their capacity to disrupt these Autonist operations. Again, Auton is the big evil eye in the sky guy. The cultists have an extensive network and are managing through some international contact to get everything they want into this area because they've been stockpiling supplies. We're clearly penciled in for some kind of showdown in the valley, but in the meantime, we want to make sure that our enemies are as haggard and hungry as possible. So we leveled up from that, very good. Get some rewards from our hard-earned efforts. Very good. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take this portal back. There we go. So here's one of the statues, and we can talk to Huey, or Huey, to receive the blessing of his father. And there he is. There's his dad, the person who trapped his soul in here from all eternity.
This is my youngest son, Huey. He walks with the Lord of the Underworld, and he can bring sleep to the restless dead. He embodies the spirit of Anubis. Channel your spirit, son, with all your might.
Okay. So that's kind of what we're doing. Is like we're kind of like going through all of the Sentinel children, Sentinel gods, whatnot, to get them to channel their spirits, or channel, in this case he calls them like the songs, and I guess maybe literally it's a song, but to channel their energy to try to invigorate their powers, because they've been losing power over the ages, and Aten is about to break free is kind of what's happening here in the lore. So, MS Paint time. Let's do this thing. Now, Huey, or Hoy, has another investigation quest for us. I think I might have done this one previously in the old game, but it's been like 5 years. I think we're going to save this for next time. I think I do want to do it, but yeah, we're going to save that for next time, just because 2 investigation quests for a single weeknight stream might be a bit much, and I kind of also want to do more progress in the main quest. That being said, we're actually doing pretty well. 15 out of 19. We're kind of we're not powering through it, but we're doing like pretty good progress for it. So I would say at the rate we're going, we're not doing too bad with the main quest. I'm in no hurry, but I also want to make sure that, you know, we take a chance to stop and smell the roses from time to time too. So, what's here? This is going to be the next story quest. Alright, cool. What's this object in front of them? there's like a lot of cross references to. Interesting. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool that they have like little Easter eggs thrown in just for people who are fans of both series, which is nice. I mean, when you're the developer and or the IP holder of both, you might as well utilize that, right? They were beautiful once. And again, it's worth noting that, yeah, these are these souls of children trapped inside these statues to be placed guard over the dark spirit of Aten to keep them at bay. But, you know, these are kids, though, so it's like, they're sad and scared. It's very tragic.
Is it true that in Roma, there is an ancient city beneath the modern one? And that in New York, there are buildings that pierce the clouds? Oh, I wish I could see that with my own eyes. In another life, I too was a traveler. I went out as far as the sea, the one called the Mediterranean. I was small then, and it seemed so big, bigger even than the desert. Now our father brings photographs.
And postcards. Greece Athens 1974 is my favorite.
I still travel through our father, though I never leave this place. These lonely avenues where the sun's rays burn and the wind stings.
The novelty expires after the first few thousand years.
Sister, you know I share in your sad song. The gardens I grew here were watered by our tears.
Is that true?
Everything is true, little one. The gardens were beautiful, like a postcard, until the seal was broken. Then the animals fled, and the palm trees bowed under their own foul fruit.
It's Akhenaten's doing. His sickness remains, festering. Our efforts have come to naught.
All the waters of the Nile could not wash away the black disease. All the waters of the sea. It comes from beneath. And within my gardens, those who worship Aten dig down to it. I fear what they might uncover.
Me too. Can you tell us about the towers of the New York? Are they really taller than the pyramids?
It's also good voice acting, which I appreciate. I feel like voice acting is one of those things in games when when it's really good, it just blends in so well you don't really notice it. And if it's really bad, it's like, ugh, it's like sticks out like a sore thumb. But I really appreciate the effort that goes into these types of things, because yeah, it's very effective. So we need to try to clean up the gardens, as they pointed out, because Aten's foul black magics are corrupting it horribly. We gotta do what we can. We'll try to do what we can to clean up this area a little bit. So there's a bunch of bad guys around here. There's lots of Atenists, which are pretty much just the followers of Aten. And as we learned a couple days ago, there was an investigation quest where we had to go through and like actually do actual research on Aten and Akhenaten, the pharaoh that worshipped him. And this is all stuff that actually went down. I mean, granted, there weren't like awful, evil magic stuff, but there was an actual following of this dark pharaoh called this dark god called Akhenaten, or the god was Aten. The pharaoh that worshipped him was crap. What was that pharaoh's name? People called him Amun, but he had a longer name. Not Tuten. Oh, crap. What was that guy's name? I can't remember, but most people refer to him as like Pharaoh Amun. He was the fourth of his lineage, and he had a son who he named something else, but this son became a follower of Aten and changed his name to be Akhenaten, which translates roughly to like in service of Aten. And there was this like big push by him and his followers to like make Aten the like main god that everybody worshipped, instead of oh crap, maybe Amun was the name of the god. I can't remember. I guess I'm fuzzing some of the details. I can't remember the pharaoh's name. I think the god's name was Amun, and the pharaoh's name was something along the lines of like I can't remember the pharaoh's name, but anyway, yeah, he was like basically this like evil pharaoh dude was trying to be like, man, this evil god's pretty dope. Wouldn't it be cool if we like made everybody worship him entirely? So he like tried to have that be like the main Egyptian god that everyone worshipped, but it wasn't very popular, and it was like a fairly small movement. And after it died down, after he died, Akhenaten that is, he was kind of erased from the history books. People were like, wow, that sucked. Let's like not speak of this again. and some of that lore was like the IRL lore was used as like a basis for some of this areas, though, which I think is interesting. Professional actors, yeah, Tara Strong, that's right, yeah. And then for others, yeah, it's no joke, it's no surprise that like they brought in some real good voice talent, but then yeah, I would imagine as budgets, you know, maybe diminished in some ways, because again, this game is great, but it was never super popular. We're gonna overcharge these digging devices, by the way, to basically make them to stop digging, because the fact that they're digging into the filth is part of what the problem is here. Part of what's causing the problems here, that is. But yeah, no, it's no surprise that, yeah, this game is great, but because it's not great for people who like MMOs. Because if you like MMOs, then you wouldn't really necessarily want all this, like, story stuff, you know? It's like, people that play MMOs usually want more community content, stuff where they can play with their friends, raids, you know, multiplayer dungeons, that kind of thing. This game has some of that, but not much. Oh, they explode, too. So on the one hand, like, it's not really great for people who like MMOs, and for people who like story stuff like myself, it's great, but like, you might not like be easy. It might be not be easy to discover. That is, it might be hard to discover, because, I mean, had it not been for my friends who recommended this to me, or even were playing it at the time, I would have never heard about this. And the MMO isms, like the gameplay style, like I've mentioned before, I really don't love the combat in this game. There's a lot of times where I feel like the gameplay in this game gets in the way of what I consider to be like the really worthwhile stuff. Like I wish there was a gameplay mode where it just got rid of all the combat and it was just the story and the puzzle solving. I find that to be much more enjoyable. And I don't hate the combat. Sometimes it's kind of neat, but frequently it's just kind of there, you know. So it occupies a weird spot, and because it's in a weird spot as far as the game design and the direction and like who it's marketed towards or meant for, yeah, it's not very popular, and it never really was. Even though the people that played it will acknowledge it's pretty impressive, like what they did with it, and very ambitious for sure. I mean, you can fault Funcom, the developers for this game, for a lot of things, but you can't fault them for at least trying new things. You can never accuse them of being like, you know, a one-trick pony. They love to try weird new shit. Sometimes it works, frequently it doesn't, but frequently they will at least try unique things that, you know, stand out from the crowd, right? The guy who played, right, yeah, wasn't there, so Elgaso, one of my mods, was telling me how the dude who voices Hayden Montag, the headmaster in the academy in Kingsmouth, the Innsmouth Academy specifically, that this voice actor was an actor that appeared multiple times in, I think, Voyager, Star Trek Voyager. You just kind of want to skip it. I'm very biased here just because I don't really like these types of games gameplay-wise, so I'm very biased, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But even the old combat system I really didn't like. I remember, like, there were points where we were having to do, we didn't have to, but we were incentivized to do a bunch of PvP stuff, so we could, like, empower our dudes more, like, a little bit at least, and man, I hated the PvP, because it was this, but without any story, and it's just, I couldn't stand it. I was like, this sucks. I just didn't like it. So like I didn't even like the old system. I like this system is very much kind of dumbed down. So I selfishly appreciate the fact that it's simpler. But yeah, I will acknowledge that it still makes me want to, like, minimize it as much as I could. Jeffrey Combs, yeah, Deep Space Nine, but also Voyager. Okay, cool, yeah. He played lots of the kind of like the side characters that you would see like maybe a few times in an episode. So yeah, they brought in real voice acting. There's been a few times where I've like heard a voice and I would go like, man, that sounds familiar. Where have I heard this voice? Headmaster, that's right, yeah. That's the guy, Wayon, or Wayoon. That's so freaking cool. Sounds like a lumbering, like, sounds like a, what's the animal I'm thinking of? I don't know, like a bear. Like a lumbering bear who's just pissed at us, but also like feeling a little sleepy. It's an oddly specific noise to consider. So we don't have to kill this guy. Oh, yeah, we do. Guar. Guar unearthed. Or Gower. Let's get our flame buddy to stun him once more. Good crit on that one. Good crit and good shit. There we go. Yeah, that noise right there, that's the one that makes it sound like a sad and or sleepy bear. Also, I've got several buffs on me. Let's clean ourselves up. There we go. We had several buffs on, or debuffs rather. The opposite of a buff. Just one more thing. It would be Kaz. Kaz unearthed. He could be down this way. We should be able to spot him from a distance though, if he is down there. I don't think he is though. It seems like the circle doesn't reach that far. Let's look over this way. I'm trying to think of areas we haven't explored much of yet, because this is a pretty big circle. Tainted Burrow. Oh, here he is. Decided to throw some spider webs at him, even though I know full well it doesn't actually do anything. He's got a friend. Get them both. There we go. He's dead. And his master is soon to join him. There we go. We've cleansed the bad shit. Nasty infections, it says. Alright, so let's go check out the temple then. So you've cleansed a lot of the bad guys around the gardens. Temple over this way. Okay, cool. It's pretty far away, but we can... I think it would be just as fast for us to drive there ourselves. Run there / drive there. More experimentation than the original. Oh, like, yeah, with like the combat, that kind of thing. I wouldn't disagree. Because it's very much simplified in this game. Different builds for different types of zones, yeah. But the new system is, yeah, it's much simpler. There's much less versatility and variety. Yeah, I 100% agree. Yeah, and that variety is noteworthy. I think if I, oh, new challenges, nice. I think if I was the type of person that enjoyed that, like that kind of puzzle, maybe not puzzle, but that process of like finding builds and like, it's almost like a puzzle solving kind of thing. It's almost like a puzzle trying to find the right build for the right situation. Given these tools and these abilities and this equipment set, what's the coolest thing I can make to fit well with my party or fit well as a solo player, that kind of thing. If I liked that process, then yeah, I would probably be less cynical with the combat in this game. Also, Lich King, thank you very much for that follow, my friend. Hope you're doing well. We're just fighting a giant spider thing. It's making a lot of noise. I guess if I was a spider god demon, I too would be making a lot of noise. The field spiders look pretty cool. Let's take out the giant one. Oh, we got little spider buddies. Alright, we have slain the beast. Although he'll respawn in like 30 seconds anyway, so. Oh, there's more here though. Oh, it's the portal. Yeah, there we go. That's what it is. Yeah, that's how I feel too. It's like, I'm grateful for it, but yeah, I understand the notion of being like, oh, it'd be nice to have more options to like do cool shit. Yeah, the only things I've like swapped around have been like for abilities that I've wanted to unlock. Yeah, like the game has pretty much made itself where like any weapon set and pretty much any combination of like a competent power ability, a competent basic ability, and special moves that are neat, like you'll pretty much stumble into a decent build that is competent. There are some builds that I think are more effective than others for sure, but yeah, it's like you can't really write yourself into a corner with this game with a unsavory build, which is, yeah, good and bad, I guess. Because good in a way, I guess, but yeah, also definitely bad too. So the Sentinels are all talk and no action. Yeah, we're the ones doing shit. Ooh, wow, a rare compliment from Kirsten, by the way. So the Sentinels appear to be all talk and no action, seeing as how you're the opposite. I love that about you, she says. A rare compliment from Kirsten. Like, not even like a backhanded compliment, an actual nice thing. Well, kind of how, I guess she's saying we don't talk. So, okay, I guess it's a little backhanded, but still, mostly a compliment. And we compliment each other well, she says. Say, so Monifair is imbued with the spirit of Satis, goddess of the Nile. All rock and no water out here, though. The Optimus excavation projects have maybe something or everything to do with that, she says. The deeper that the Optimus dig, the more powerful the demons and the tech that they uncover. And the more adamant they become that an apocalyptic god is coming. Let's be wary of that little connection, shall we? Just a little issue, right? Just a minor issue. Hey, what's up, Void? A crazy crowbar build. Let's see what this is. Every time you play Thief. Oh, the Dicey Dungeons. I was like, wait, Thief, like the game Thief? Because, yeah, we played that on stream a couple months ago. In Dicey Dungeons. I actually just got Dicey Dungeons a couple days ago, Void. There's a charity bundle going around called the Yogscast Jingle Jam. And it's an annual charity bundle that has a bunch of games. And I usually buy it, even though there's not a ton of games in it that I necessarily want. I just, you know, it's a chance to further embolden my Steam library, but I did see Dicey Dungeons was on there, so I got that included. So I'll confess, I don't know necessarily how the numbers shake out. I mean, these numbers look impressive, but I don't know like how they scale necessarily compared to other numbers in the game. But I see at least one crowbar. So reduce countdowns, yeah. I do want to play this game. It looks really cool. Oh, that's nice of you to say, Void. Yeah, I went ahead and scooped it up myself. There were a couple other games in that bundle I was curious about, but that was one of them where I was like, ooh, yeah, that looks good. It's good to see you, Void. By the way, for anybody curious, Void is one of my old college buddies. Actually, Void, you might know Neostrider. So Neostrider's name is Britt. Void's name is Robert. I'm not gonna say last names just to keep things, keep personal privacy and whatnot. But we were all part of the same little friend group. So, without revealing too much, you might know each other. Clandestine encounter.
This is my little traveler, Mutnefert.
Mutnefert.
Hello, Baba.
Her power is to cleanse the filth, to nurture the soil. She has been tested more than most.
The garden is corrupted. It must be cleansed.
But fear not, Mao. Help has arrived. Channel your spirit for us.
So I think that's number 4 that we've completed. Or 3, but I think it's number 4 at least. And we could do another quest from Mount Nefert. Might as well. I know Britt had suggested that we do the second quest from this one. Because it was the southeasternmost one, I think he said. But while we're here, we might as well do the second quest here as well. Our inventory is kind of filling up a little bit. Whoops. So we can do another quest, and again, it's always so weird, like taking quests from these souls of children that are like conscripted into these statues, into these sentinel gods for eternity. It's like they all sound so sad and like, oh, I always feel bad. But in the name of the Black Pharaoh Akhenaten, that's the pharaoh that is like servicing the god Aten, the evil god Aten. The dead are roused and cultists are infused with dark immortality. Let's put a stop to that shit, shall we? Spank those bad guys real good.
Do you want to play another game?
We have to wait for Baba. He promised he would play also.
And he promised to tell us of Los Angeles, where they make stars.
They must have powerful gods in Lost Angels.
I really don't think Father will have time to tell you stories or play games of Senate. There are more important things happening.
What's more important than spending time with us?
Or telling us of his travels. As long as we stay together, says Father, everything will be okay.
He tells us what we need to hear, so that we will fulfill this destiny that we had no say in. Nefertari, he plays games with you so that you will stay happy and protect the animals. And he tells your sister stories of foreign lands, so she can feel the joy of traveling without ever going anywhere.
What does he do for you, then?
He leaves me alone. Now the Hand of Arton are making sacrifices to the darkness and rousing the dead. And our powers are waning. Father's perfect family is coming apart at the seams, and he must try and mend it.
I'm his father. He'll be here soon. I promise.
You're making promises to a child that you'll never be able to keep. Take it from me, you'll hate yourself for that someday.
Jesus. It's clear that, you know, the younger children are still, you know, hopeful for some reason, despite the fact that they've been here for thousands of years. This is all started from the ancient Egypt time, so it's been a long time. But yeah, the spirits of the older children are much more cynical. Rightly so. Oh, southwest. I thought it was southeast. Yeah. Although I confused west and east earlier. Yeah. So southwest. So that would be, yeah, I guess, yeah, this dude, which we're pretty close to anyway. So yeah, we'll be able to do that as well. Unless I've already done it. I might have done that second quest, but we'll find out. So let's go check out the temple then. Although I'll admit I'm not sure. So we heard the bickering of the children and their unhappiness. I'm not sure how this is going to relate to the temple. I mean, she talked about how of course the Otanists are gaining power, and you know that's shitty. But when are the Otanists not gaining power in this area? It's always, you know, evil shit going down. Whoa, there's some lore up there that I want to grab. Especially about the Third Age, which is something we know very, very little about, and I'm interested in. But I have no idea what to expect. I think we can't jump on that, can we? Whoop. Yeah, I can't quite jump on that one. Yeah, I thought the same thing. I didn't even really notice it, but yeah, one has the board game, one has the map on the wall, one has pictures of foreign places. For the daughter who says that like her gift is that their dad leaves her alone. I don't know if that literally means that hers has like no like bonus thing. Okay, I clearly I'm not supposed to go up this way. No bonus objects, but yeah, I am trying to like take the time to appreciate those little details because they are very impressive. It can maybe jump up this way, maybe. Oh, investigate the temple. Yes, I'm investigating the temple. I'm not just jumping around like a jackass to get lore. I would never do something like that in this game. Waste time being a goober. Oh god, am I stuck? Oh shit. Oop. You know what? Spider. Spider bike is usually good for stuff like this. There we go. Somehow the spider bike is good at jumping, and I don't know why. You would think a motorcycle wouldn't be quite as good for situations like this. Yeah, it's like better than being without a mount for some reason. I guess the mounts just intrinsically make climbing easier. So after all that, I think this might be the last of the Third Age lore. Oh, it's not. Okay, there's one more then. The first two ages are lost to us. Faded even from the imprints of our DNA, but the Third Age sits on the tip of subconsciousness. The age of technology, which apparently was the basis for a lot of the stuff we see in Agartha, as well as some of the stuff we see in the in-game worlds as well. The in-game, like, zones, that is. The seafaring people plundered the fallen ziggurats and fused cathedrals of the toxic Second Age, the rising laboratories and factories, machines fueled by anima, the golden clockworks, the spinning cogs and glow. But it is gone. You remembered too hard, and it slipped the sand between your fingers. Yet you look upon the greatest of technological marvels of your society, and somewhere in your deep mind, you know it is barely a shade of something that came before. As faded as the frantic shadows burnt into Hiroshima's... Oh, God. Ooh. Frantic shadows burnt into Hiroshima's walls. Oh. Okay, that was a reference I wasn't sure I was ready for, but alright. Yeah, sometimes this game goes a little hard on like the really dark shit. It's like, oh, I don't like saying this out loud. This makes me feel sad. Oh boy. Like that one where it was like, oh yes, when you learn something and you can't unlearn it, you know, that how information is like sticky in that sense. You know, you can't unlearn something that you didn't want to know. And it talks about like, you know, you see the parents of children taking turns with the drill to lobotomize their children and each other until everyone's smiling again. It's like, oh, Oh, this just doesn't feel good at all. It's like fucking dark and like interesting writing, but oh, it's a spicy meatball, as we say in my home country. Let's get everybody in this one. Now, granted, we're pretty overleveled for this mission, so we probably don't have to worry about the damage being done to us. In fact, we killed the other people. We killed the big guy before we killed the little peoples. The miniature peoples. Go into the temple site. Alright, even deeper. Deeper and danker still. So, kill more of the carriers. We're only tier 2 out of 4, so we actually still have quite a bit more to go. They like produce little wretched soul spirits, but then they wither away after a few seconds, so it's not like they stick around for very long. Symbol of Aten over there as well. I'm kind of curious. Are you the maker of offerings? That is the maker, but we also have these guys to kill. Okay, the carriers have been de-carried. Now what's this one? So they're desecrating the site with their surroundings rather with idols and symbols of the black sun. Their unholy cries bespeak a terrible swell in the intensity of their worship. So let's see what they're drawn to. I will in a second. Well, actually, I guess I might as well do that now. Whoops, wrong button. Oh, destroy it. Oh, I didn't mean to destroy that, but sure. Oh, got it. Summon the thing. I guess they don't like it when I, you know, curse their gods or something. The eyes, Lord of the Elementals. Then follow his ass. Maybe not his ass, but follow him. Maybe it's ease, not eyes. So we can follow that to that little spot there. Let's actually resolve this piece first. Then we'll see that to conclusion. It's like his back turned to us. He had no idea. We were so sneaky the way we ran up to him with a hammer and smacked the crap out of him. So sneaky. And come back. There we go. The blighted souls. Oh, Blightborn souls, rather. So that'll be down this way. That was the thing we destroyed earlier. Can I destroy it again? No, I cannot. Sandflare devotees. 1,000 cultists have been murdered. So we'll need to go down there eventually, but let's do the stuff on the perimeter first. Let me take my ridiculous spider bike. Love this thing. And it is quite ridiculous. Oh, they're getting healed. And of course, he summoned this fella. He's none too happy with us. Again, cursing his god and killing his followers. It's the same guy we fought earlier, right? How many tiers are there for this one? Okay, we're nearing the end for this one. Just one more round of this, probably. One more round of this, and probably then just killing that guy. Killing the dude. And we summoned him instantly. He was like, ah, now I can lay to rest. It's like, nope, fuck you. Oh, there's probably one more corner exit. Never mind. I thought maybe this was the last one. Oh, that's my man Gratz. What's up, buddy? Gratoffy the homie. What's up, dude? Gratoffy is a friend of the channel. And just a generally good person in general. How you doing, man? We got Defenstration. We got the man, the myth, the bear himself. What's up, Gratoffy? Now, Gratoffy, were you doing more Majora's Mask rando? For those who don't know, Gritofi is a Majora's Mask randomizer licensed expert. They gave him a badge, a gun, a cool outfit, a cool hat, and he resubbed. What's up, man? Thank you so much for that, Gratz. That's very generous of you, dude. What a cool freaking dude. You know what, Gratz? I don't care what Stefan and Frank say when they're not on your channel. I think you're alright, man. I think you're okay. No, all jokes aside, thank you for talking. It's very generous of you, man. Doing more Majora's Mask rando. How'd it go tonight, man? Dude, it was so fun getting to raid you the other night, and I felt so bad for you, cause man, that was a spicy session, so to speak. Cause I know that was one of the toughest. I'm not gonna say one of the worst, but definitely one of the toughest seeds I've seen you play. And I got the impression from you it was amongst the hardest ones ever. Ouch! This guy's being mean. Oh, thank you, Augusto, as well. Grammar King, ooh, they were last seen playing blank. Thank you so much for that, man. But he does, well, you've learned quite a bit. And you were saying it the other day, how, or when we were watching you earlier, how you had learned some new stuff with the with that particular seed, where it's like, oh, I didn't realize I could get to this particular part of the dungeon in this way, because you were thinking, oh, I need fire arrows to get to this one spot. But that's where the fire arrows are, so like, am I in a catch-22 situation? For those who don't know, by the way, Grotafio is one of the gentlemen with whom we did the Ocarina of Time randomizer, the Halloween event that we did about a month or so ago, almost exactly, actually. Actually, no, it would have been a little bit more than that, but still, yeah, a little bit more than a month or so ago. So if you like Legend of Zelda games, if you like specifically 3D Zelda games, such as Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, and even Wind Waker, which he's done that as well, make sure you give Gritofi a follow. He's such a good dude. He's a kind-hearted dude. He's a friend of the channel. We've rated each other so many times. His generosity is always inspiring. He's a really generally nice guy. They would never say something bad to him in front of them. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know if they're here right now. I'm just joking around. It was the easier settings. Yeah, because you've been doing a lot of the, what was it, all sanity, where it's key sanity and plus other insane in the membrane things that were happening. It says to examine the sarcophagus, but I don't see any spots that we can examine specifically. Is there another sarcophagus? Oh, there's these over here. A sarcophagus, not the sarcophagus. Okay. And of course, it's spawning more bad guys. We can destroy that one. And I'm sure that's not going to piss any bad guys off. We just, break a sarcophagus where these zombies are spilling forth from. Because, yeah, I know when he was doing the one on, I guess it was Sunday. Yeah, it was yesterday, right? Yeah, today's Monday. That it was a spicy meatball. Destroy the sarcophagi. I will. I guess I just destroy all of them, I guess is what they mean. Kapow. That's kind of cool how they fall away like that. I guess am I just breaking every single one? I'm kind of surprised there's no counter for them. Stray fairies, Skulltula tokens, cows, keys, almost everything, man. Yeah, can I ask Gritofi? So I'll admit I had to pop off after a while because I had to get to sleep. Because I had work in the morning, and I'm sure you did too, for that matter. Can I ask how late you went on Sunday? Because I remember I was I was lurking. I had you on my phone, and I was just listening in while I was brushing my teeth and getting ready for bed, and I think it was probably close to, oh god, I don't know what time it was. It was pretty late for me too. It was probably about 4 a.m. Streamed for about 15 hours. So do you remember what time it was? Because we're in Mountain Time, and I'm a Central Standard Time kind of lad. After all that, all those rude interruptions, all I want to do is break their sarcophagus. The large sarcophagus. We have 10 minutes to examine the large one, but I think we can get to it in 10 minutes. Get the big guy. What's that guy? Smenkare? Smenkare? I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm gonna murder him regardless. Till 7 a.m. Oh man. I'm sure it's been a long day, dude. Thank you again for that raid, Gritofi. I do recognize it's late. Speaking of, being up late and being exhausted, I'm sure it was a long day for you, man. If you have to hop to bed, I totally get it. And for that matter, any of your viewers that joined in as well, if anybody if you can't stay long, I totally get it. I'm just happy to have you here in any way, shape, or form. And of course, as we pointed out to Gritofi, and JD as well knows this too, that there is a holiday event coming up soon for Ocarina of Time Rando, and maybe more information about Majora's Mask Randomizer Co-op, which has been in development for quite some time. So we'll definitely have some Ocarina of Time Randomizer shenanigans available to us soon, but we might also have a little something available to us maybe sometime soon as well. So that's pretty exciting. I'm thinking we'll be hearing more eventually, but I'm really curious to know what they've got in store for us. But thank you again to Gratz. Make sure you guys follow him. He's a good dude. He plays other stuff too. I always associate Majora's Mask as his big one, but I've seen him play a number of games. So, variety streamer with a good focus on lots of cool stuff. Lots of Mario Maker 2. God, he's done it all, man. He's a good dude. A good duder. Oh, and I should say we're playing Secret World Legends. It's that weird, spooky, creepy game that I was telling you about the other day, where it's very, very lore-filled, very spooky. Has lots of Lovecraft and Edgar Allan Poe and Stephen King kind of influences scattered about. We're in Egypt right now, fighting an evil cult that is trying to summon an evil Egyptian god that could bring ruin to the world and blah blah blah. And we're working with these sentinel gods that are imbued with the spirits of children that their jobs over the centuries, thousands of years, has been to keep the evil god at bay, but their powers have weakened over the years, over the ages, the eons even. And it's also worth noting that these are the souls of children who are just scared and want to go home to their families and want to see their dad. It's all very, it's like, you know, they have a duty to fulfill, but it's also like, you know, kind of like, oh, a little sad and like, oh, this makes me feel bad that they're all like, you know, this unfortunate situation has been thrust upon them. So it's fascinating story from a storytelling perspective and lore-wise, but it's also like, oh, it's kind of tragic too. But it's good storytelling, if nothing else. Yeah, for a millennia. Thank you, Will. That's a better term. It's like centuries isn't strong enough of a term. Also, we joined the Illuminati, one of the 3 factions you can join. I chose them because they're not overtly evil, but they're definitely not good. Probably chaotic neutral or lawful neutral, maybe. I don't know. They're somewhere in the middle. They're very much like, okay, we'll stop the apocalypse, we'll save the world, but how can we profit off of this? How can we, like, what's in it for us? How can we leverage this situation to like increase our bottom line, you know? Yeah, they're in my very biased opinion, the best one, but they're the only one I've played, so what do I know, right? The dragons sound interesting too. But, I mean, they all have interesting things about them for sure. But yeah, Kirsten's just so charming and so ridiculously silly. Or not silly, but just I don't know, unique. The whole situation is silly, I guess is what I'm going for. But yeah, sounds good, Britt. Thank you for joining in once again, my friend. It's always a pleasure to have you around. Thank you again for helping with that one investigation quest we were doing earlier. As your help is always appreciated. Internet pooped. Well, that's not nice. I hope it at least like was over a toilet this time. Hopefully it cleaned itself up afterwards. But anyway, we completed that particular quest. Trusted to the ancient Egyptians to leave a bad omen in every sarcophagus. We did kill a lot of them. And to completely lose the plot when those omens come back to haunt them. Keeping the numbers down for these cultists seems like a game of whack-a-mole. But we're a trooper and we're swinging that hammer. Literally, we're literally using hammers, so that's kind of relevant, actually. Let's hope that the prize of the end doesn't suck. Well, that was a crappy t-shirt. And Sminkar was back in his glory days, so I'm surprised he's got his brain eaten by these lunatics. The Senate board consists of a grid of 30 squares arranged in rows of 10. I hope you're taking notes. I study these things for you. Oh, well, that's reassuring. Hey, Nitro, what's up, friend? It wasn't on the rug this time. That's all I ask. At least, like, be on the tile floor so it's, like, easy to clean up. Whack-a-mole with cultists and using again, like, we're actually using hammers. This is a game where it's kind of like an MMO. It's, I guess, technically a shared world RPG because you can see other players around, you can interact with them. It has some MMO-isms, but it's very much a single-player focused experience, which is weird, but I like it partly because it's weird. But we have weapons we have equipped. It's one of those games where there are kind of classes, but it's more about just like choosing the weapons you want to go for. Because there's the things I'm using. There's hammers, elementalism is the magic we're using, but there's also guns, there's shotguns, there's assault rifles, there's other magic, there's blood magic, there's chaos magic, there's swords, there's like claw weapons, there's all kinds of cool shit. So there's lots of different things you can do and lots of different builds you can put together, which is kind of fun. Our inventory is getting kind of full, so I'm invested. I have a vested interest, rather, in trying to clean this up a little bit. We're powering up a lot of our gear, and the way to do that is to fuse them together, or not fuse them, but empower them by merging like objects, or similar equipment slot items. So like we have this one radiant bracelet we're powering up. Let's power it up with more of the miniature bracelets. Make that nice and strong. That one's already max level, so we need to get another one of these rings leveled up. We'll just pick one randomly, honestly. So we can merge it or fuse it with this one to make it blue, which makes it stronger. Because as we all know, blue is better than green. That's just how it works. I'm a little bit biased because blue is my favorite color, but you didn't hear that from me. Power these two up. Level 19. We're getting close to max level for that one. And that'll be nice because that'll let us turn that one into a blue one. Oh, actually, we can maybe do it now. Nice. Alright, so now we do this. I think these are both identical, really. 30, 95, and 29. Yeah, these are identical in every way. It doesn't matter which one we use as the basis. What matters is that we got it. That'll make our numbers slightly more numbery. We also got this guy to level up. Oh, not that. Oh, excuse me. Belched slightly. Get that one powered up. We have several talismans, including a hit rating and a crit power rating. I think I'm going to put the hit rating into this guy. Or hit rating is always good. And then crit power. We have crit rating in a lot of these. Critical rating. I think critical power might be nifty. I might save that for this guy, because this one's... Oh, actually, we got a ways before that one's ready. But yeah, I think eventually that might be good. One thing I wish I could see is which one of these did we use anything less than a 2-tick talisman, because it's hard to know necessarily. Like this one, for instance, is level 2. I think that one's probably okay. You can remove them, but you can't actually like look at the details for the glyphs unless you remove them from your inventory. So it's probably fine. I'm sure I don't have to worry. Also, I'm working on powering this thing up. That'll get a few levels for that fella. Very good. Okay, so oh wait, one more. There's this one. Okay, so I think that covers it. There's weapons we'll want to sell. Sort that down. Okay, that concludes the inventory management part of tonight's part of the stream. I know it's the sexiest and most exciting part of the stream, of course. Now it's back to boring old gameplay. Oh, man. But Alex, we want more inventory management, you think to yourself. No, it's okay. Don't worry. Don't you worry your pretty little head. There will be more mindless menuing and inventory management soon to come, for sure. Now, we have a quest for... Oh, it's the portal, which is right here. That'll take us to Nefertari. And this is a required quest, okay. Halls of the Lost Records. So here we get to hear, like, the cutscenes, or see the cutscenes of, like I said earlier, these spirits of these children that are used to power the Sentinel gods, which are keeping the evil god Aten at bay. There's the Eye of Sauron over there. The eye hovers over the Citadel, which dominates a pretty good part of the map there. But his power is ever growing, and the Sentinels are losing their power. So we have to do what we can to try to encourage them. But like Britt pointed out, each of these Sentinel gods areas have things to like try to keep the children happy. So there's some postcards here because Nefertari loved to travel back when she was a human. There's some birds and other animal friends. So and a board game too. Let's see what we got.
Closer? Closer? Oh, try the other side then. What about the gates? Really? Are you sure?
Who are you talking to, little one?
Oh, just the animals.
What are they saying?
Somebody's stealing.
Stealing what?
Secrets.
What secrets? Wait,
From the Hall of Lost Records?
Someone's broken through the gates.
What about the defenses inside? Have they broken through to the inner hall?
I'll ask. Go inside, little ones. A little further. Please. I know you are scared. The scarab say it's all open and full of thieves.
We have to reactivate the safeguards. Can we do it from here?
The animals are helping, but they are afraid. They can't do it on their own.
Then we need help. Before they remove anything else from the Hall of Lost Records.
Before the animals are driven out.
And before those forbidden secrets are revealed.
Sounds like the job for a protagonist, a player character. Also, it's always silly how our character looks so absurd. We got the pumpkin mask, we got the robot shoes and the shirt. We got the cool, like, glowy overcoat and the icy claws. It's like, we look so absurd. But I mean, it's an MMO kind of game, so you're like required by law to make your character look as weird and or absurd as possible. Yeah, why would these Egyptian children be speaking English? We'll just assume we have a babel fish in our ear that auto-translates everything for us. Since, you know, we got all kinds of cool superpowers, we might as well have, like, auto-translation too. And they all have, like, not only are they speaking English, Elgaso, but they have, like, charming British accents. Because, you know, Egypt, a suburb of Britain, of course. Baby Belva. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, even better. Now, this is the second time we've come here tonight. Man, I wish I would have done this quest before that investigation quest, because I like to think maybe I would have put 2 and 2 together. Because that was a tricky one. The investigation quest we had. Also, I have a spider bike. I haven't really talked about it, but I have a spider bike now, which is pretty cool. Definitely one of the more absurd things that I've ever gotten in this game. Source of... Oh, wait, there's something... Oh, okay. Maybe we have to go above then. A source of light. Actually, I don't know. Maybe we do just go further in. Let's see. Acquire the keys without dying or being seen by the transformed... Oh, okay. So we'll have to be extra sneaky after a certain point. Hence why it's a sabotage mission. So don't get seen by these fellas. Just swoosh on by. We've been through here once before for a few different things. One was for a quest that we also did earlier. Yeah, this door does not open, I don't think. It's locked. It's a good thing I'm being sneaky with this loud-ass motorcycle in this, you know, non-ventilated area where I'm sure the exhaust, well, assuming there is an exhaust. I don't know. I guess I don't know the anatomy of a spider motorcycle too much myself. We want to not get seen, though, if possible. Oh, yeah, no worries, Gritoffy. Like I said, I know it's late, man. I know in your case, especially, you were up super late or early the previous night, so no worries whatsoever, man. Thank you again for that very generous raid. Thank you all who joined in from Gratz's raid. Like I said, make sure you follow this man. He does great streams. He streams really cool stuff. He's got an awesome community. Honestly, what more do you need, honestly? That's like the... How many things did I mention? The quadruple threat? He's got it all, man. He's a good dude. He's a good streamer role model. I look up to Gratz in a lot of ways, and he's a good guy. What I don't enjoy is these sneaky little dudes. These sneaky boys. Actually, I think that might be enough distance to swoosh on by. Cool. So is this the source of light of which we seek? I feel like I've just gotten farther away from the goal. We saw this earlier, and it makes me think that this is, like, involved. It's possible I'm full of shit. Dude, I'm spitting the facts, man. Hard facts. No, it's always a pleasure having you around, man. I'm looking forward to catching more Majora's Masquerandos that don't take you 14 or 15 hours to complete. Okay, yeah, so I think I might have jumped the gun on this slightly. I was thinking, oh, clearly I just go into the temple, you know? Easy peasy, right? Guardian of Secrets. Oh, it's the Golem. The Golem is the Guardian. So it's like I'm up here. Can I jump? There we go. More of standing on things, the game that we've joked about before. Oh, Nefertari. Okay, yeah, that's the person who's This is a statue of that particular person. Oh, I almost made it to the top. Okay, whatever. Keeps booping. Oh man, maybe it needs some Pepto-Bismol. It's also worth noting that it is getting, yeah, it's quite late where I'm at. I'll probably be wrapping up pretty soon. Gonna squeeze by this man. This little sneaky lad. There's gotta be something else that I've missed then. Nothing around here. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Away we go. Let's get out of here before he closes that gap. There's just a dead Orochi dude. There's actually several of them. There's something else at the entrance. Oh, a source of light. Ah, I already have one of these, dude. Oh, man. Okay, whatever, man. Whatever. I'm over it. Yeah, I didn't notice it because I already have a headlamp. Source of light. Shit, son. I was thinking they meant like light from the heavens or light from the sun or something more metaphorical. Not literally a flashlight affixed to our head, which we already have. And it's worth noting that it's like, it sticks out of our little pumpkin mask, which is just adorable. I love it so much. Oh, whoops. I overcommitted. This guy's a little bit hard to get around because he likes to stick down the middle, but once he goes to the side, that's my chance to strike. Like a cobra. A cobra with a pumpkin head and a spider motorcycle. Which, as we all know, are very frequent things that cobras have. All the goddamn time. Alright, cool. Now we're good. So here we are. Nefertari's chambers once again. Yo, defense barrier, what's going on? Let's take a quick little look-see here. Hey, Monscout, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, dude. How are you doing on this fine Monday? I mean, Monday's not everyone's favorite, but hopefully it's a good Monday. Also, I bet that's the last piece. Aha! We were just up here. The missing seal. Let's restore it somewhere. We set it right around here. Right here. Did you, were you, well, technically it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday now, at least, yeah. Were you streaming today, Mr. Monscott? Activate the Guardian seal while the... the environment was damaging me. The Guardian of Secrets. Hold the defenses against the bad guys. I'm guessing they'll be piling in from here. Yep. They're piling in from here, sure enough. Let's murder them to death. And granted, these aren't going to be super high-level encounters, so we should be fine. It's a good thing that they're only coming in from this one area, although the other doors might open at some point, so we'll have to be on our guard. Doing the work stuff? Yeah, the worky works, and I feel that, man. There we go. When you do stream next month, Scott, what do you think will be on the menu for you? Pick up Nefertari's key. Alright, I will do exactly that. With my spider motorcycle. Oh, it's an Ankh! Okay. The Chambers of Ma'at. I thought it was Mayat, but we heard in a cutscene it's Ma'at. Can I go behind this immured door? I cannot. Oh, we have to go to another zone. Or another interior zone, that is. Ooh, some Chrono Trigger. Nice, dude. Now, you might have told me about this once before, Modscott, and I apologize. I think I might have forgotten. This is not a blind playthrough of Chrono Trigger, is it? Because I'll admit, I've never beaten Chrono Trigger. In fact, I've only played a little bit of it. I started it years ago, and I never had the wherewithal to continue it, to my eternal shame. It's definitely a game that I do want to play through at some point, and ideally stream it while I'm at it. Yeah, it's a game that I know I would really enjoy since I love a lot of games inspired by it. Okay, yeah, you've seen it, but yeah, haven't played it all entirely yourself at least. That's exciting, man. I'm like excited for you to see how it goes. Also, I went right by the chamber. Looks like this is the one. This is the way. There we go. Find a way to reactivate this particular barrier defense, and we got some sneaky boys. So now I must be extra, extra careful. Mystical energies. Activate this guy. We activate this one. Then 2 friends tell 2 friends. There we go. But again, we have a vested interest to try to be sneaky here. We don't want to be discovered by these shadow boys. Because if we do, then I mean, it's not the end of the world, but we get a bonus if we achieve this as a proper stealthsman. Proper sneaksman. This might zap me in the face. The key of Ma'at is over here. I'll take that. I'm guessing we have to go through a bunch of these sequences. There's 7 total. 7 sequences, but we're on number 4. Maybe it's okay. The Halls of Horus. I'm gonna have a nifty little switch here. Oh yeah. Oh, I got too excited. I clicked my mouse prematurely. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It happens to every man from time to time. Black Magics, what's up, dude? Horus? Oh, well, if you say it the wrong way, it could sound like a different word. Whenever I hear myself say the Eye of Horus with that kind of thing, I always think Iron Maiden lyrics, specifically. That's where my brain goes. Good to see you, Black Magics, by the way. Oh, blind playthrough? Really? Blind playthrough? Twitch finds that offensive? Do you mean, like, people, like, try to spoil it, that kind of thing? Missing link. But where is it? Why I had to be a power slave. Yeah, dude, that's my favorite album of Iron Maiden's. I mean, and they've made a lot of great albums for sure, but Power Slave is chock full of bangers. Like, holy shit. So many great songs. The title track's great. Obviously, 2 Minutes to Midnight's a banger. I'm a huge fan of Back to the Village. Underrated deep cut, but top tier, 5-star banger in my book, honestly. Love me some Maiden, dude. They're probably my favorite just vanilla metal band. I mean, I love lots of different kinds of metal, but as far as just classic, just old school, no frills, heavy metal, I would say Iron Maiden gets my top pick. So damn good. So is it... Okay, this guy is guarding it. Now, if I fight him... Oh, he's not an Orochi... Okay, no. So he's not a transformed Orochi soldier. He's fine to be fought. And fight him we shall. This corrupted beast. Back to the hell that spawned you. Offensive to... Oh, okay. So it's not even in the tags anymore? Really? Blind... Oh, you're right. It's not in there anymore. I didn't notice that. I can see where they're coming from. I mean, yeah, it's like maybe a little bit weird. Kind of maybe a little bit cavalier, so to speak, but I mean... Yeah, I mean, I kind of understand. But they kind of spoke on their behalf. Yeah, that's like, that's what you don't want to do. Like when it comes to these kinds of situations, it's good to be mindful. It's good to be, you know, to be sensitive of others and whatnot. It's good to be considerate. But like, you don't want to say like, this is what these people need, and then the people that you're speaking about are like, actually, we don't really care about that. Like, you don't want to be in that situation, or you don't want to do that rather. So it's weird that Twitch is kind of done that, but I can kind of see what they're getting at least. Because yeah, there used to be blind playthrough and first playthrough, which aren't necessarily the same thing, but they're pretty dang close. So usually I would just tag them both whenever possible. Oh, there's a switch, right? Oh, we have to go around. Right. I know this. I knew this. Yeah, just for more inclusive. Yeah, exactly. Like I understand where they're coming from. Political correctness. I don't know. I'm weird. Like I appreciate when like companies and or individuals like try to go for more inclusive language, but there is such a thing as overdoing it. And maybe this is an example of it, like being like, was this really worth it? I don't know. I guess I'm kind of neutral on this. Because on the one hand, yeah, if people don't, if like the individuals that they're looking to include more don't really care, then I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really hurt anybody, you know, removing this tag, because it's a tag that, you know, people don't probably use. As long as they're not going to be like, if somebody says the word blind playthrough, they don't get like punished for it. As long as they're not going to be like issuing timeouts or like suspensions for somebody having blind playthrough in the title, then that's overdoing it, I think. Speedrun. Well, it's, I mean, well, not real. I mean, it's not really offensive to anybody though. I mean, the blind playthrough. I mean, yeah, it's like I kind of see what they're getting at. Speed though, I don't know. I mean, speed isn't. It'd be one thing if it was like, I don't know, like, what's the word? I don't know, able-bodied playthrough or something like that. Then I could kind of see that one. Yeah, have there been any like blog posts about anything? Because I haven't heard anything about this at all. Use the barrier. How must I use this barrier? Oh, maybe I have to like rotate these things. Ah, there we go. We just rotate it around to get it to point to this guy, I think. Yeah, knowing nothing. And that's where it's different between first playthrough, because I mean there are games where I've watched, oh shit, that I've watched other people play. Here, let's turn that flashlight off. And like I'm fairly familiar with it, but I've never played it myself. So in that case, it's like not really blind. It's like maybe mostly blind or mostly like unseen. Inexperienced. I mean, there's a number of terms that could come to mind. There we go. So we just gotta empower this lad. Ouch. Wait, what did I run into? I ran into something. This guy is being a big old creeper. Creeping around. Yeah, I guess that's one thing. Like, if there was a different way to indicate my first time ever even experiencing a game in any way, shape, or form ever before, I guess like an alternate way of describing it, yeah, maybe an unseen playthrough or an inexperienced playthrough. It'd be nice if there was a nifty like shorthand term for it. Cause yeah, blind playthrough has just kind of been the term for a long time. First playthrough, I would say first playthrough covers it mostly. I just think of the example of somebody who's never played it, but they've like seen it or they've experienced it before. Ooh, the virgin playthrough. Oh my, what's up, TriStar? The unpicked cherry, the yet to be deflowered playthrough. See, we can get weird and lewd with it. I much prefer being lewd whenever that's an option. Just get fucking weird, dude. The forbidden fruit that is yet to be tasted playthrough. Think of all the possibilities to make it really weird. The Chamber of Sekhmet. I think that'll be maybe the last one. Also, where's the little ghostly friend? Actually, it doesn't matter because we're going out this way. I was worried he was gonna like jump out at me. This way. Oh wait. This is the Horus area. Okay, so we've already been here. I guess I'm making it a little bit harder for myself by taking the long way home. Take the long way home. Here we go. Go out this way. Boo, spooky guy, but let's go this way. It's the store right here. I'll be the last guy. Hopefully the last guy. Right, there's 3 spooky dudes. There's a lot of them. Inspect the defense barrier. But reactivate it in some way, shape, and or form. Is it you? The symbol of Sekhmet? Nothing happens. It kind of sputters out. Okay, we gotta find more of these things. There's one right here. Nothing happens. Bloop, bloop, bloop. It's like it kind of sputters. It's like trying to start a lawnmower. It's like... It doesn't want it. Doesn't want to start. We have to be wary of these little ghostly friends because they are not friendly. Despite being ghostly friends, they're not very nice. And if they spot us, then it's not the end of the world, but we would lose a point thingy to our achievement counter, which isn't that big of a deal, but the achievement points let us get cool cosmetic items. Get to that one. See if there's like an order we have to do this. That little dude is making things tricky. Keep my eye on you. Ah, this is the guy. Use the barrier to seal the chambers. It'll be that guy right in the middles. Oh, no, it's the same thing as earlier. The nodes. Let's go over here while that guy's creeping around that side. Hey, what's up, Goblin? My favorite thing about 2020? Well, I mean, it's no secret that this has been a categorically an awful year by several measures. I was actually thinking about this the other day, how for me, very, very selfishly, it's actually been a pretty good year for me, for just Alex. If I were to discount the rest of the universe and the rest of the awful things that have happened to many of my family and loved ones and friends, people who have had to deal with sickness and, you know, and also tragedy, you know, you can't not be affected by those things. But if I were to just, you know, not consider those things and just look at me, just Alex by himself, it's been a pretty good year for me. I feel like work has been going pretty well. I'm grateful that I've been able to work from home very comfortably, and my team lead has been very encouraging with all that. He's even said, like, for all of us that, like, after all this is over, if we wanted to work from home full time, he would, you know, vouch for us with our boss, to kind of, like, you know, on our behalf, which is really nice. So it's like there's good things in the future as far as if I wanted to keep doing this. The streams have been good. I feel like I've mentioned before that it feels like the streams in particular over the past like 6 or so months, I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to the numbers necessarily, just because I'm not like a huge numbers guy, but I do notice them, and the viewership, I would say, numbers wise, has at least leveled up, so to speak, over the past 5 or 6 months or so, thanks in no small part to being introduced to the Grolvana community and that kind of network of streamers and joining the stream team. Like, those things have all helped. So there's been a lot of things that I've been very grateful for. I just wish that, you know, other people would have had positive things too, because, you know, it's, again, you know, you look around you and you look around at the friends and family members who are dealing with lots of awful things. It's like, man, I wish more people had what I had. The stimulus check. Yeah, the stimulus check was nice. I just want to get through here. It was nice. I didn't really need it though. You know, I almost felt bad. I almost wanted to be like, can I just, you know, give this to someone else or something like that, because I don't need this. You know, I wish more money would have gone to people who really needed it versus people like myself who are doing okay or on my way. I'm alright. You know, I'm not like rich or anything. I'm not, you know, I've got a mortgage to pay obviously, but I've got an okay job and I'm hanging in there just fine. So and I'm still able to, like, you know, do the charity stuff just fine. So I wish it would have been configured differently to where, like, instead of sending out checks to everybody, it was like, you know, if somebody like myself, you know, if you earn so much money or if you have so much money already, it's like, yeah, maybe this person doesn't need it. A couple more would be nice. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it was a one-time thing. There's been literally nothing else for individuals, at least. There were obviously tax incentives and other things for organizations, which is good. You know, ideally for smaller businesses, and unfortunately a lot of it for corporations, which is annoying because, you know, the big corporations, they don't need shit like this. But yeah, it'd be nice if there was more, again, from people that could really use the support, because, again, I think about my friends and a few family members who... Oh, is that a player character? It is. I think about my friends and family members who have not been so lucky and have, you know, have been struggling over the past couple months. Close to reach a year at this point. Yeah, 100% agreed, Goblin, 100% agreed. Yeah, I've over the past year especially, I feel like I've gotten to know a lot of new streamer friends and a lot of new viewer friends or people, regulars that pop in to this channel and hang out, or even just communities around other streamers that I follow. And again, a lot of that is because of getting integrated into Grolvana's community of streamers, and how nice and welcoming everyone has always been, and supportive of me and each other, and of course of Grolvana as well. It's like, it's just very welcoming and very positive, and I'm grateful for that. Alright, we got the achievement done, and the quest for that matter. And of course, we've already done all of Thomas's quests. So we've retrieved all the artifacts. Well, not all the artifacts, but we've powered up all the barriers there. There's another player character right there. Got back into anime, Nitro. I've been seeing your tweets about anime, Nitro. That there've been some really cool ones you've been getting into. What has been? And you posted rather, a kind of a top 10 as far as like anime that you've watched this year, Nitro. Have there been any recent discoveries? Because I do enjoy anime. I just don't really do a good job of setting time aside to watch it. Plundered Egypt for years, by the way, and probably should have stuck to it. Restructuring, shift in priorities, Byzantium, etc. The important thing is that we're back now and motivated to make up for lost opportunities. It's the Otnists who are amassing one hell of a private collection, though. We've tracked the black market for whatever was taken from the halls of lost records, but frankly, we're not even sure what we're looking for. We might know when we see it. Operation hasn't been a complete bust, though. We're cross-referencing your observations with our old Casey files and are coming up with some exciting new projections. All this corporate speak. Speaking of corporations, right? All this corporate speak. Also, we got theatrical backdrops for the dunes, in case we ever wanted to get into the theatrics in this game. Become a veritable role player. Let's empower a few things. Oh, never mind. We don't have any head talismans. Instead, I will power this up. Bing. And this guy.
Critical empowerment results.
A critical empowerment. That's my favorite kind of empowerment. The critical kind. Also, I'm holding on to this crit power rating because I want to put that on this guy. Hit rating. This is crit power, and that is defense. So the defense we don't really care about, but the crit rating we absolutely care about. So that's hit rating. So that one goes to this guy. Oh, whoops, wrong button. There we go. Well, blue hair anime guy. We got lots of player characters around us. That's kind of cool. We're all just chilling out. He's got the cool chaos focus item on his back. Looks like Diablo's face. That's so cool. Let's put that back then. And so yes, we have a whatever has crit power, which would be it's critical rating, crit power. Oh yeah, get that shit. Then we'll keep that one. And then we'll go over to the Venetians, or Venetians, Venismans, council members, whatever. But we can sell a few things to this apothecarian. So we have quite a few things that I'm just kind of hanging on to. Let's get rid of these things. And this blade, and these pistols, and this assault rifle. These things sound useful. It's like, oh, you're selling an assault rifle, Alex. You're using a hammer. Like, nah, it's okay. These are weapons I wouldn't really ever want to use. That gives us a little bit more anima shards, which is good, because that's a currency we have to rely on quite frequently. Oh, absolutely. 100% Goblin. Yeah, that's a very good thing to consider, too, because, yeah, I'm grateful that I have Grace. Got to see her last night, which was actually for the first time in about a month, just because we were both having to quarantine. I, of course, posted in the Discord server about what happened with her dad. It had been a long time since I'd gotten to see her, but it was good to be able to see her because, yeah, she's been going through a lot for sure. It might be a spider bike instant hero. It is. It's a spider bike, and as an added bonus, it's a spider and it's a bike. It's a spider bike, and if you hit the go fast button. You go fast, you pop a wheelie, and you leave a spiderweb trail behind you. So if that's not the dopest shit that you've ever seen, or at least all day, then yeah, it's pretty sweet. I'm pretty much a fan. Let's go through the portal. Actually, it is 2 a.m. You know what? I'm gonna actually go ahead and wrap up the stream here, guys, just because it is quite late. I've streamed for almost a little bit past 4.5 hours, actually. Of course, I started late, which was it was my own fault, actually. Let's go and do the sequence here. We receive the blessing from Nefertari.
Through the eyes of the cat, I see you. Through the ears of the jackal, I hear you. Through the tongue of the viper, I sense you. Baba!
There he is.
My youngest daughter, Nefertari. She embodies the spirit of Bast. I need you to be strong, my darling, and channel your spirit for us.
So we're nearing the end of this particular line of quests where we're empowering the Sentinel gods that are embodied by these spirits of these children. Or, not embodied, because that's like a physical thing. Inspirited by the spirits of these children. So he warps away. And we too shall warp to the shrine of Hemnator? Hemnator? I don't know how to pronounce any of these names, so I apologize. The watch list, right. IQ, haven't heard about. I'll admit I haven't heard about that one. That's been the big one though. Okay, I got you. Well, if it gets the Nitro recommendation, then I know it's gonna be good. All right, so we'll do this quest next time, friends. You're watching right now, Goblin? Oh, see right there. We got a 2 for 2 right there. Everybody loves it.
This is my daughter, Hemet.
Oh, I guess, did we already
She
do
has
this
the heart
quest?
of a warrior, and she protects her family. Summon all your power, my daughter, and channel your spirit.
I am sorry, Father. My song is
Oh,
gone.
not yet. Okay.
It was stolen in the night by the men in grey armor. May they burn in the afterlife.
We must get it back. Without your voice, the song cannot be sung, and the Black Pharaoh will rise again.
Please help us.
You must help us reclaim her voice.
Okay.
If the song falters, the Arton will stir, and the world will be ashes.
Okay. So, that's where we'll start next time. We are down this way. Yeah, I think this is the one that Britt was telling us about, where the southwesternmost statue, the one for Sekhmet, and just to be clear, Sekhmet is the god of the Egyptian god, that it's a lion with a sun disk above its head, above her head specifically. So I think we're in the right place here, and we'll do this quest next time. Even though it's optional, there's the main quest too, but this optional quest will be a fun one, which I'm looking forward to. So we'll do that tomorrow.